The views and opinions expressed on the SKO Radio Network are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on the SKO Radio Network will promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition.
Internet radio, the final frontier. These are the episodes of the talk show, Some Kind of Radio Show. Its ongoing mission: to salute movies and TV shows, to seek out new topics and make you laugh your ass off, to boldly go where no radio talk show has gone before.
Desire is life and peace.
You expect us to...
Please don't send me back there. You have no idea what it's like.
When I'm done with you and your Starfleet, you'll be lucky to command a Gamma Scout.
I'm about to violate a direct order from Starfleet Command.
What the devil's going on, Mr. Spock?
It appears you were temporarily interchanged with counterparts from a parallel universe.
Status report.
The Andorian vessels have entered orbit, sir. They're charging weapons.
Lock onto their lead ship and fire.
Captain?
I said fire!
I am the captain's woman.
You are, aren't you?
Join me. Together we shall be the architects of our own future.
Our sister world opposes our desire to join the Federation. They will stop at nothing to prevent it.
Target acquired, Captain.
We're losing weapons, Locke.
Captain.
Fire faces. Why are you here? What do you want with the Captain?
Humans bury feelings of heartbreak and loss. We lock them away.
What places do you think it is?
Intelligence.
War's on overload!
This procedure is not successful. We'll lose all three of you.
The tissue damage is severe. Fire on the ship like we're not. What can you do here?
We're gonna have to amputate below the knee.
Signal all decks. We've been boarded.
Who dares to hide?
Whatever these pulses are, it's making it impossible to think clearly. It's getting harder to manage the anger.
You don't belong in that uniform.
So, Commodore, to what do we owe this pleasure?
The crew of the Hood has been lost.
Enterprise, we've got a containment failure. Get us out of here!
Inaccurate. Data in error.
The computer would appear to disagree with you, Commander.
I'd prefer not to discuss the matter, sir.
Their deflector screens have activated. It's impossible to get a look. We can't bring them back.
Jim, he's you.
That's impossible. The bridge is empty. It was filled with dead crewmen the last time I was here.
Are you even a captain? When you have no crew?
One man, two minds.
One of those minds was tampering with the other.
The moon's destabilizing, sir. We're experiencing undertow from both singularities.
Captain, a Klingon vessel has just entered the system.
Because your world always looked like this.
It is, as it has always been.
Look at me! Look at me. Keep your eyes on me. Doctor, when we launch that probe, the Hyalini will see in full, revealing color.
Their world is in turmoil. Technological innovation fueled solely by the desire to build more lethal weapons.
You stand here before me lecturing me about compassion. Who do you think you are?
Captain's log supplemental. I've been exhausted, but has my judgment been compromised?
Forgive the attack. The drone sensors thought you're another Romulan invader. The biosigns are almost identical.
Surrender is not the Romulan way, Captain.
We can't trust our senses. Gentlemen.
When this mission is over, I will miss these times with you.
Energize.
I'm ordering you to pursue those Romulans into the zone.
Hold your fire! He's releasing ectoplasma!
Romulan weapon reaching full charge in 3, 2, 1.
Basic maneuvers. Brace for impact.
All right, 8:06 here on Friday night. Some kind of radio show coming at you here live on the SKO Radio Network. All right. Tonight's salute, Star Trek continues. Another fan film this month. We're doing fan film month, you know. Gotta play out the music. Haven't played it in a week. Haven't played it at all last week.
Yeah. Listen to that riff.
I love that riff. Well, everybody, welcome to Some Kind of Radio Show. We are here live tonight until midnight, as always. And we're here to salute Star Trek Continues. I'm in the studio, Earl McCune here, along with Tony the Comic Killer. And my God, Deb, you lost a lot of weight. What the hell? Oh, you're not Deb. Sorry, I had to go there. She's getting plugged in. She's learning.
Yeah.
Joining us tonight, whenever she gets her... You figuring it out?
I'm figuring it out.
Hold on, let me see that thing.
You're trying to do an all-day project here.
You got it? Can you hear it okay now? Now you just have to talk into a microphone. You'll be fine. Pull the microphone to you. There you go.
Pulling a Deb.
She holds into the microphone. Anyway, also joining us tonight is SKO Radio's new sales manager. Melissa's with us here tonight. Hi, everybody. She speaks so, hi, everybody.
Hi.
How's her voice deep? Hi, everybody.
Hello.
She's very manly looking. She's a very manly looking woman. She really is. I'm just kidding.
Radio theater of the mind.
Yeah. No, Melissa's actually a very attractive blonde here. I mean, she's very gorgeous, a woman here, and you know. So you're welcome. You know, see right now, Tony, you and I always try to decide who's the better looking one in the studio, and it's not us tonight. It's definitely not us. So Melissa's got us beat.
Yeah.
By miles. No, me either. Usually, that's why I said I have a face for radio and a voice for a leaflet.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it is what it is. Everybody, welcome to the show. We're going to be here tonight. We're going to be taking your calls live. Of course, you can always call into the show, 330-871-4422. And you can join us live on the program. Tonight's show, we're just going to kind of get right into it. And, real quick, just kind of getting off a topic for just a moment. You know, again, we are saluting Star Trek Continues, and I'll get into a whole thing about that here in a little bit. But what about those NBA playoffs, Tony?
Oh, it's gonna be a dandy Sunday.
It is, isn't it?
I'm sitting across from a Cavs fan. You're sitting across from a Celtics fan.
I know.
And all the experts predict, they predict out of the 10, they're predicting Golden State. 7 of them got Golden State going, 3 of them got Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And then 7 of them got the Cavs going in 6 or 7 games, and the other 3 got Boston going in 6 or 7 games.
Yeah.
Because they're like, it's not going to be, this will be the LeBron's toughest series.
Right.
Because Indiana pushed them. Toronto was a walk in the park for them, like they always are.
Right.
And then, but, they're going to get pushed by Boston.
Yeah.
Even LeBron's just like,
they had an interview with him, and he's just like, they're the best coach team in the NBA.
Right.
And him saying that working under Ty Lue.
Tyron.
Yeah, Tyron.
I don't think he's hit puberty yet. I mean, he can barely grow facial hair, for Christ's sake. I mean, really.
And it's like it's funny, it's just, he knows he's going to get challenged.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't expect hell, I didn't expect the Celtics to beat the 76ers, and I'm a Celtics fan.
I know. What the hell?
And it was funny because when I left Wednesday night, I went home and followed little by little, and it's like, hell, win by 1, win by 2, win by 3. I don't give a shit. Win by something.
At least win. That's all you cared about.
Yeah,
just get the win. Yeah.
And and out of 5, and everybody's like, well, yeah, I thought the Celtics would have won 6 or 7 games, but now they'll be nice and rested and a little bit recuperated, and they've got aside from Kyrie and of course all the memes I keep seeing on Facebook that Kyrie will have to go be the man, and now he's not playing for either team, and they're both back in the conference finals.
Yeah, I know he's sitting on the sidelines hurt. So yeah, he's going to be recouping for a while. So
yes, I mean it's just like but the big thing is whoever wins between Cleveland or Boston is going to end up going to Golden State and getting their ass kicked. Whether it's Cleveland or whether it's Boston, somebody's getting their ass kicked.
Someone just asked me here live on Facebook Live, why is my Indian script backwards? Because they flipped the video image on Facebook Live. If you've never noticed on Facebook Live, the video image is always flipped.
Yeah.
Especially when you have the view of yourself. Now, if I was filming, turning around, it'd be a straight view. But so I have to see what the hell I'm looking at.
It's a mirror image.
It's a mirror image. So it's like looking in the mirror.
Yeah.
And I still look like shit. That's why I'm on the radio and not on TV. I mean,
if it was a
we do Scores TV, and that's why I said I try to stay as far back from the camera as possible because I do look a lot better from a distance.
Oh yeah,
definitely. I mean, that's why I'm on the radio, not TV.
Yeah,
there's a reason for this, everybody.
It's kind of like Bizarro World, where you had Superman, and you had the other guy that was the opposite of Superman.
Yeah,
the
Bizarro.
bad guy,
Bizarro. Yeah, Bizarro. Yeah, that's his name.
So.
But we got some watchers here tonight. Ellie's on there.
Hi, Ellie.
Airwolf Adam's on there.
Hi, Adam.
Say hello to Victor and Evan. Remember Evan?
I remember Evan.
Yeah, he's watching too. So, and David Jarvis is watching.
Yep.
So, yeah, I know Dave. I used to bowl with David. Good guy. But yeah, so we're gonna be here tonight, and tonight's salute. We'll kind of talk a little bit about that right now. Star Trek Continues. It's a fan film. Basically, any Star Trek fan film now is pretty much, they can't make any more of them because Paramount and CBS had a big lawsuit over they were calling themselves a fan production, but they really weren't. They were a professional fan production, and they did it for profit. Basically, you do a fan film, you have to do it for non-profit.
Yeah.
Well, these people were in for profit. The Axonar people, from what I've been told, there was a big lawsuit against them. Well, part of the settlement was, okay, they'll let them continue to make their film, but it can't be a full feature. It can only be like 30 minutes long or 20 minutes long tops. And going forward, anybody that's ever worked in Star Trek and any professional actors cannot, it has to be done for fans, by fans, and it can't use like actual ships or character names or anything like that. Now, like people at Star Trek Continues, Star Trek New Voyages, they all continued the adventures of James Kirk and the crew from the Enterprise. So that
the original 1701.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and they don't allow that anymore. And it's just they put these really tight restrictions on Star Trek fan films now. Paramount and CBS ganged up on them and said no more. Because these people ruined it for everybody.
Here's a good bit of trivia for you. The original Star Trek, what company was it produced by?
Desilu. I know my shit.
I know
my shit. I'm not stupid. No, Desilu Studios, and Lucille Ball was a huge Star Trek fan.
Oh, yeah.
She was a huge Star Trek fan. But, I wanted to kind of touch on this thing. Like I said, we're doing fan film. Now, next month's fan film, I'm not exactly 100% sure what we're doing yet, and I will have that released here later in the week. But this month is, we're going to do Star Trek fan film, or this week, Star Trek Continues.
Yeah.
Vic Mignogna. I always butcher the guy's name. He's the guy that produced it, started as Captain Kirk and everything, and they did a really, really nice job. Going down the line, one of the people you would actually recognize, James Doohan's son, Chris Doohan, did Scotty. So he took over for his dad's role from the original series, and he damn near replicated his dad's voice on that. So, I mean, there's some clips with him on there, too. So, really good fan film production. High quality. The camera footage and the quality of the set and everything. Very, very accurate. Very good. Very enjoyable. Good stories. They attracted people such as Lou Ferrigno was on to one of the episodes. Erin Gray, if you know that name, she was
Silver Spoons.
Yeah, and Wilma. She also played Wilma on Buck Rogers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember. Now I remember Buck Rogers.
Mm-hmm. So she was on that.
I just always remember her as the gold digger from Silver Spoons.
Yeah, and then there was this other blonde chick with huge tits on there. I can't think of her name, but God, she was fun to watch too because they had that really.
Not Jerry Ryan.
No. This is like she's some lower rated actress, but I just tune in to watch her.
Yeah.
To be quite honest. Really, I'm a guy.
That's the reason why I got hooked on Next Generation. Because Gates McFadden.
Oh yeah.
I love redheads. So.
Oh yeah. Well, redheads give me heartburn. That's the only problem with redheads.
Nothing wrong with redheads.
Don't get me wrong, I love redheads. Blondes have more fun. I like blondes.
Well,
personally, I'm partial to blondes.
It's like
Always have been.
I have a friend of mine who lives, a couple hours west in Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, the saying is gingers have no soul. And I was like, I might not be a redhead, but I have no soul either. And she's like, well, you got dark brown hair. And I said, well, yeah, but I was like, about 15 years ago, I was like, I sold my soul to Satan so I could at least stay this youthful looking at 45. And she was just like, oh, good, we'll get along great then.
Uh-huh.
She's like, but it's not going to be any fun. You don't have a soul for me to steal.
Yeah. So did you hook up with this chick?
Not yet.
You didn't? Okay. So you don't know if the Bush is fire engine red either, do you?
Oh, I already know that.
You already know that much?
Yeah.
So you did? Okay. I was always wondering about that, some of the redhead. One thing I'd be afraid of is, like I said, redheads give me heartburn, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, that's always the big thing is, everybody's, any red-haired gal I've ever went out with has always been like, well, I have to let you know. And I'm like, I already know.
Oh, I have to let you know.
And I'm like, you act like I've never been with a redhead before.
I have to let you know that I'm natural.
Yeah.
But then there's some. Now back in the day, I've dated my fair share of girls back in the day, and this one chick I hooked up with one time, she was like a blonde, but she dyed her hair red.
Yeah.
And she's, hey, I just want to let you know I'm not really all the way red, if you know what I mean. So I was like, well, how can you tell? She says, well, there's no way really to tell because I shave down there, so it's clean shave. So I try to hide it. If I do get laid, I'm not gonna. Give it away that I'm not really a redhead. I said, why don't you keep your blonde hair? She says, well, it's just because my blonde hair comes through like white. I was like, oh, so you just dye it red? She says, plus, I just look like I'm like more, dirty, slutty, because she was a pretty slutty chick. She gave a hell of a blowjob, though, I'll say that. Oh, my God. Stuff she used to do. All the memories. Thinking back. Okay, memory's over. It ended.
Short-term memory.
It was a short-term memory. I think I only took her out maybe, 4 or 5 times. She probably blew me about 9 or 10 times, but. Well, I only took her out in public a few times. We only went to a bar. I never took her anywhere like meaningful. I never took her home. She never saw my house.
Well, that's the thing to do. It's like, I would love right now to be able to actually find some place for like $100, $150 a month in an efficiency apartment.
Right.
And just set it up to where it'd be some place I could stay.
And just a little shagging place? That way they don't know where you really live.
Yeah.
There you go, Tony.
It needs to be like it was when I was in Kent. There was a little efficiency apartment that I used to rent out that was like, I think I paid like $400 a month for the place I was at. And then the business that I had, this little efficiency was connected right to it.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I want to rent this little efficiency up here.
Right.
Yeah, it was nothing spectacular to look at. It was a bathroom, a small little kitchen, and a living room.
Yeah. Did you have like a pull-out bed in it, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Futon.
So another place to pull out.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing more ironic than, getting somebody pregnant on a pull-out bed.
Well, let me tell you, I got 2 kids with my wife, and we only ever had sex twice. That was it. That's all I ever claimed to remember, and I was drunk both times. And somehow I got 2 kids out of this, and she claims up and down. She swears up and down that we had. And I was like, well, I can't deny my kids. They look like me, so it's, anyway, It's only been twice. Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
One lucky shot.
Apparently. I mean, well, I got a daughter. I got a son and a daughter. Okay, so son, okay, I remember, whatever. But they say it also takes a real man to knock the nuts off. Get have a daughter. So I mean, I had to really get in there deep. Apparently, so I had to get the right angle.
Hell, you want to talk about a lucky shot? I had a guy that worked for me at I was a district manager at McDonald's, and we had this guy. His name was James, and poor dude was like 500 pounds. I mean, he was a very hefty fella.
How'd they find his dick?
I don't know how he found it, because when we were working there, he got his wife pregnant.
That's a trick.
And I told him, I was like, damn lucky shot.
Well, I was just wondering,
his wife was kind of stocky too.
Okay, well, here's the thing.
His wife would remind you of Nia Jax.
Oh, gosh, so basically that was a huge bitch.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
him and her would have been in the ring. They would have broke it like.
So anyway, it's like one of those things. It's like water beds. Once they get moving, they don't. They just keep riding the perpetual motion. They just one pump and they just ride the wave.
Yeah. I told him, I'm like, you could have painted like all the countries and the oceans on Jenny, and it would have been like making love around the world.
Okay, here we go. Ellie is asking a question on here. She says, do guys really care if the carpet matches the drapes?
No,
it doesn't. As long as it's clean.
Yeah.
If it's now, I've been with some bad ones. Don't get me wrong. I've been with some bad ones over the years, and I was always told if it smells like fish, eat a dish. If it smells like cologne, leave it alone.
Yeah.
And also, if it smells like chicken, keep on licking.
Yeah.
That's what I've been told too, but I don't go by that. Basically, I do the credit card test. Have you heard of the credit card test? Okay. Mostly you heard of the credit card test? Okay. Okay, basically it's like you take two fingers and you swipe. Okay, you do a quick swipe.
Yeah.
Either it's denied or approved.
Yeah.
I mean, it's how I do it.
Nice.
Isn't that nice?
Nice.
Isn't that nice? Is that pretty bad?
Well, if you're going to do all that, you might as well just get your face all up in it.
May as well. You're
might
right.
as well, because you're already there.
Well, here's the thing. Put a helmet on the water. It's like you'll be fine. But no, I'll tell you what. I've been with some really, really bad ones over the years, and they still try to find me. True story.
Do I know any of them?
Yeah, you do.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you know one. She still tries, and I'm like, no, can't do it.
I'm gonna let you. I got your back on this one.
Thanks. You're my hero.
Absolutely, I got you.
You're my hero. See, I only bring on people I trust on the staff here. So I mean, Melissa's always had my back for years.
Absolutely,
so I've known Melissa probably over 20 years, and she's one of my near dear friends. Do anything for her, she do anything for me, vice versa.
Absolutely.
I asked her for a hand job the other day, and she said, "No, fuck that, I'm not going there." She says, "I don't know where that thing's been. You've been with Deb." I had to go there.
There has to be
I told you. I'm amplified by 10. I told you. Just forewarned you.
But I could name off a couple others too.
You could have. Oh yeah. But fortunately, I've had enough showers over the years, and scrub downs and things. I've been through the hazmat protocol, so thank God I'm clean. I mean, I took my AIDS test, about a month ago. I got 95. I passed.
Nice.
I'm on a roll tonight, guys. Just getting we're trying to keep it funny and entertaining tonight. Where the fuck is Ben, by the way?
Tackle.
Yeah, where is that little fucker at?
Maybe getting his hair cut again, if you get my drift.
Okay, here we go. A couple comments here on Facebook Live.
Okay.
This is from Victoria. She says, "You can turn the camera around so we can see everyone." No, fuck that.
No
one wants to see seen. This is a supplemental view that we use for Scores TV as well. So you'll see everyone when Scores TV comes out. Anyway,
people that are on there already know how ugly I am. So.
Yeah, me too. But anyway, question. Here's a thing from Ellie, and this is a good one. She says,
Sure.
Why do guys take chances like that? If you know it's not clean, stay away. Well, when you're horny, you just want to get it.
Because they're guys.
They're guys. You're right.
Guys, they don't care.
Yeah, guys don't care. They want to get their rocks off.
Well, and here's the thing on how I've always been. Any woman, just about 99 out of 100 times, not literally, of course, but 99 out of 100 times.
I like this one.
Any time that I've decided, to go down.
Yeah.
I've pretty much, then once I've done that, because a lot of guys just don't.
Yeah.
You could probably agree with me to this. A lot of guys just don't go down there. They expect a woman to, but they won't reciprocate.
No, here's the thing.
And once I have, it's like all bets are off. It's just like, okay, do whatever the hell you want.
Here's the thing. Let me tell you a little bit. Let me throw this one here that Luke just threw out. And this is a very good one. If it smells bad, eat it. Don't screw it, because you can always get false teeth. I like that. But no, here's the thing. Now, I like to go down on a woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think?
It depends. Okay. Now, let me just say this. I haven't gone down on a woman probably in about 15 years.
Okay.
Okay. I like to, but I mean, no, I like doing that.
Yeah.
I mean,
what do you think? Al Pacino made the movie Son of a Woman.
Yeah. Right. But anyway, I like to do that. It's just a matter of, you have to be in that mode, I mean, here's the thing. You get to that point, like myself, we don't do much anymore. We haven't in a long time. It's just, she can or don't or whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
All other things aside, we won't go into my personal life, but all other things aside, it's just something she doesn't really enjoy. Now, I mean, I've been with a lot of women who actually enjoy it, hey, hold your head down there. God damn, I'm getting a neck cramp, But no.
No, when they start to wrap your legs, do the head scissors on you, then they like it.
Yeah, they like it at that point. But this day and age, it's like, okay, my favorite position is 68. I owe you one later, okay? Ellie goes, ew. Ellie goes, but good Lord, your thing could fall off if it's that bad. That's true. Yeah. It also falls off from lack of use. I mean, that is true. Guys do get blue balls. And, a lot of cases they turn purple. And if they turn black and fall off, that's when you're in problem. You're in deep shit.
Yeah.
At that point. But yeah, we're definitely doing a Star Trek show tonight. We're talking about sex to start the show. How's this? We're just kind of getting into a different mode tonight. We're just going to fire it up and just get crazy tonight. Wait till Ben gets here. We can make fun of him.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I can't wait till Ben gets here. Where the hell are you, Ben? Jesus. Yeah. Anyway, Melissa, you got anything you want to add to this whole subject, or are we just crazy over here?
No, you guys got it taken care of.
We got it taken care of?
Absolutely.
Okay, we must know what we're talking about here, Tony.
Yeah, you're guys, you got it.
Yeah, we're guys, we got it.
Yeah.
I'll never have all the answers.
I'll never have all the answers either.
I learn something new every day.
I do too. Every single day of my life, I learned at least one new thing. That's true. You know what I learned today? I learned today, don't go eat, and then right after you wake up.
Yeah.
Don't go eat a big meal, because then you get tired again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I slept in today because I was off work today. My regular job, I was off. And I took my kids to go see their mom and get a bite to eat, because Deb's doing some work. She's been busy doing some stuff. She hasn't been home really in the last 2 or 3 weeks. But she's been...
That's why the last few shows have been really great.
I know. The ratings soared when she hasn't been on. Good Lord. No, and I'm less... I don't have any bruises. You know why? Because she hasn't thrown anything at me in about 3 or 4 weeks. Deb has this habit. She likes to throw things at people on the air.
Yeah.
Especially me.
When she gets mad.
She's always mad. She gets mad, she starts throwing shit.
And then once she gets back here full time, we got to get her back to I gotta pee level.
Ellie goes, use lotion, go in the bathroom, no blue balls. Well, yeah, that's a great suggestion. The only problem I got is like at home. If I want to go crank one off in the bathroom, my kids are nosy as hell. And if I go close the door, Daddy, what are you doing?
I'm a little busy.
I'm a little busy right now. And they don't know how to leave me alone. I mean, hell, I go in the bathroom and take a crap.
Yeah.
And they want to come in there. Can I talk to you? If you want to smell my ass bad enough, leave me alone. Come on, guys.
I need 5 minutes apiece.
I just need 5-10 minutes to take a shit, okay? Just that's like my only time is getting, that's like my quiet Zen moment for myself. I go in the bathroom and it's like all is right with the world. Peace and quiet. I'm with my thoughts. I got my phone. I might read some Facebook post. I might post something. I might check out a YouTube video. That's like my 5 or 10 minutes to myself. And it's like, God damn, people, leave me the fuck alone for 10 minutes in the bathroom. You know, I can't do anything by myself anymore. It's like, good Lord. I mean, it's like, guys, really? I swear to God, the other day, I think my son was cranking one off because I'm like, hey, kid, what are you doing? I'll be out in a minute, Dad. I'm like, sure. He had the water running, right, the shower, but he comes out and he's bone dry. I'm like, yeah, I know what you were doing, you little shit. It's 8:30. Let's take a break, shall we?
We shall.
All right, you listen to Some Kind of Radio Show on SKO. We'll be right back.
Go where no man has gone before. My name is Vic Mignogna. I am the executive producer of Star Trek Continues. It's a web series that picks up where the original series left off and completes the 5-year mission. And in addition to being the executive producer, I also play Captain Kirk.
Lieutenant, contact Starfleet Command. From Kirk, commanding Enterprise.
This fan production is my love letter telling the world and Star Trek and anyone else who loved Star Trek how much this series meant to me when I was a little boy, how much it inspired me to pursue the things that I pursue, to do the creative things that I do. The person that I am today has been greatly shaped by my love of the original series of Star Trek. When you consider that the pieces that were scattered all around the original soundstage were pieces from the 1960s, those pieces don't exist anymore. So we need to come up with our own way to recreate and reproduce those pieces. The partial bridge was the only thing that had been built of all of these sets when we partnered up. And then my director of photography, Matt Busey, did all of the diagrams and architectural drawings for all of the rest of the soundstage. And then a bunch of local volunteers and just really good Star Trek fans came together, including myself, and we all spent several months building all of the rest of the sets. And then 3 years ago, we shot our first episode on those sets.
Apollo, all I desire is life and peace.
I'm a huge Star Trek fan. I love to see people do stuff like this, and I always have. But if you're going to shoot something, and you're going to tell a story, and you're going to tell a classic Star Trek story, you need to know what that entails. And you need to understand that it's certainly not about sets. And it's certainly not about costumes. There was an attitude to the original series of Star Trek that is unique unto itself. And any sets, costumes, and props are all just a means to an end. The end goal for Star Trek Continues are to tell stories that spark the imagination and inspire and encourage people the way the original series did for me and millions of others.
You are listening to the Some Kind of Radio Show here on the SKO Radio Network. Call now. The number's 330-871-4422. Again, that's 330-871-4422. Now here's Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
Thank you, Chandler Kitchen. 8:37 here Eastern Time here on Some Kind of Radio Show here at the Rising Star Studio at the SKO Radio Network. Earl McCune along with Tony the Comedy Killer and Melissa, our sales manager, is here with us tonight. Now, Melissa, we just brought you on as sales manager.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell everybody what your job is going to basically be here with us, if you don't mind telling everybody.
Tell everybody
what your job is here with us. Tell the listeners. You're sales manager. Duh.
Yeah, no, I'm selling things. I'm selling airtime.
She sells airtime.
Airtime.
She sells airtime and autographed pictures of my butt naked. It's not pretty. She's actually giving away, you know. And we do have a call. Let's take a call.
I can't give it away.
Let's take a call from Ellie. Hey, Ellie, how you doing tonight, sweetheart?
I'm fine. I don't know what happened Sunday. I tried to call during the Let's Talk stuff.
I think it was the host running the show. He wasn't paying much attention to the screen.
Okay. I was pissed with that whole Bill Cosby stuff, and especially the Me Too movement stuff.
Oh, God, I was pissed about it, too.
I gotta call him bitch.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know if it was because he was faced, you know, if you're looking at the Facebook Live, okay, I'm kind of half facing.
He was looking at you.
He was looking at me, and I'm kind of, I always kind of angle myself where I'm looking at my panel, and I got one eye on the board, okay, so I can see if the phone rings, you know, because we don't have a ringer on it, because we did that intentionally, because one thing I hate more than anything is that annoying ringing coming through the radio, you know. Yeah. I don't want a phone ringing coming through the radio. That's horrible, you know. So I like, oh, hey, I see a call, we'll take the call, you know. But, yeah, that was the whole Bill Cosby thing the other day. Yeah, I was pretty, the Me Too movement that's going on, you know. It's like, hey, I get it, you know. I believe some of them, but I'm telling you, there's probably, out of 100 of them or say, maybe 25 are maybe telling the truth about that. But still, that's still a lot of people to do what Bill Cosby did. That's for damn sure.
He admitted to doing it in the 90s.
Yeah.
And the one they just got him on was the one who reported it.
Yeah. Hey, Troy's calling in too, Ellie. Hang on, we're going to add Troy to the call.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hi, Troy. What's up, buddy? Long time no talk to. Troy, what's up? Troy.
How do you know it's me?
Because you got caller ID.
That's not fun.
That is fun.
Hi, Ellie.
Hi, Troy. How are you?
I'm laying on the couch. What are you wearing?
Where's your wife?
She's at work. I've been out of work for 6 weeks already.
Goddamn, that's why you're opening your mouth like that.
Troy, say hi to Melissa. She's here with us, our new sales manager.
Hi, Troy.
I know.
Yeah, you should see Melissa. She's gorgeous.
Ah, she is. She's a very.
I asked her how much she sells herself for.
Okay, that's not nice.
I thought she was going to block me, but she accepted my friendship.
She does rentals.
Yeah, well, she doesn't really know you.
I could use a rental for 10 minutes.
Troy, let's be honest. Let's be honest. 10 seconds.
I was going to say that's longer than most.
10 seconds.
I'll pay for 10 minutes. Yes, it's only...
It's like when they rent you a hotel room for 2 hours. It's like you don't need it the entire...
You gotta walk away with some gas money.
Yeah, they sell you that two-hour motel room, and it's just like, that includes getting undressed, getting dressed, the shower afterwards, and the whole 5 minutes while it's going on.
No, I can go 20 minutes, 20, 25 minutes, easily. I have no problem going.
You've got a lot of flesh to get through.
Well, it takes a lot of extra effort. I have to bring in the equipment, you know, because there's that. You have to be able to get it. Never mind. I'm not going to go there. But there's a lot of equipment involved.
Car jack, right?
The car. That's one thing. I actually have to get. I have to rent a Bobcat, you know, from the rental place, you know, just to get the. You know.
Dad is dead there?
No, she's not here tonight.
Oh, she would scream. Okay.
She would scream and yell, of course, and I'd already have stuff thrown at me. I'd probably have a pen in my eye. Probably be stabbed through the heart with a pencil or something. Who knows? Yeah.
I got the perfect
thing. I'm not going to ruin Ellie's airtime that she likes so much. I forgot to call him last few weeks because I've bin...
My what time?
Your airtime.
I've been taking naps.
My airtime? Go ahead, talk all you want. I'm fine.
I know you're fine.
New York versus California.
And they're off.
I forgot to call in because, I'm whacked off my schedule from work, and I'm going to see a doctor on Tuesday to examine my feet, determine when I can go finally back to work.
How is your foot feeling, Troy?
They're both mending well.
Good.
It's a long process.
Yeah.
Yeah, but well enough to go back to work. It looked like you almost chopped half of it off.
Well, that was 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't you need more time than just 6 weeks?
Well,
I know, money, job, but it's not going to help if you go to work and can't stand.
I finally got some disability from the government after, in the olden days, you put in one request and they send you checks. Now all the scammers and everything, you've got to fill this and out and this, get doctor's notes, boss's notes.
Mm-hmm.
It's for our protection, I know, but it's a pain in the butt.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. Yeah, I went through that.
Anyway.
Yeah, I went through that same shit
Tuesday,
last year.
Yeah, I know. Tuesday the doctor told me how much longer, and, my dad's been helping me out, and with disability, and, I've actually, my dad doesn't listen to this, so I'm going to go ahead. I've actually gone on a couple auditions because I'm a walking boot.
Oh, nice.
I went to I had a callback for National yesterday, and I thought I had it, but I didn't get it.
Oh, that sucks.
So yesterday I was kind of depressed. I did read for a Netflix movie. I'm still waiting to hear for that.
Oh, cool.
So I'm still trying.
Yeah, you're trying. You're still making a go, so.
So, what's new? Are you, in the role of a guy in a wheelchair who's got a smart mouth. You'd be perfect for that. And pay you lots of money to do it, and you'd have fun.
Troy could be like the new Perry Mason.
You can play the role of the nurse that gives me sponge bath.
Yeah, no. Even my husband didn't like that. I wound up hurting him a couple of times because he was acting like a jackass, too.
Hey, don't miss the chunks of my crack.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm going to listen to the show because it'll help me take a nap, okay?
All right. Well, thanks, Troy.
Bye, Troy.
Bye.
It's going to help him take a nap. Yeah. We're going to bore the shit out of him. But he's got the chunks in his crack, though. I mean, that's probably from listening to us, but who knows. Oh, my God, 8:45. You also can, if you're listening, you can join in the conversation just like Ellie is right now and Troy, 330-871-4422. And please feel free to join us. So, anyway, where were we at? We were talking about... what were we talking about? I totally lost my...
Last I heard, it was the Me Too shit.
Oh, the Me Too shit, yeah.
Well, here's the thing I don't understand is, the whole, us, a little bit older of a crowd, to me, that little tic-tac-toe board thing was always a pound sign, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I first saw it.
And I just looked and it said...
my son to say, no, Mom, that's a hashtag. What the fuck?
Well, when I kept seeing it on there, and I'm like, I don't know if they realize for us that, that's pound, so it looks like it says pound me too.
That's probably what Bill Cosby thought too.
Yeah.
Pound me too.
Well, Cosby like putting his shit where it didn't belong.
Oh. Boom, boom, boom. I got to get a soundboard on this thing for sound effects. I really do.
And and obviously, so he's now when he gets sentenced, he'll go to jail, and the rest of the inmates will be more than happy to give him their pudding pop.
Yeah.
Here, Bill, I got a pudding pop for you. Have a Coke and a smile.
And shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
He actually does go to jail. He lived all this time free, acting like who cares. He had no remorse. I get he's old, but he's never paid for what he did.
No, and he will go to jail. I mean, it may not, maybe 10, 15, 20 years or whatever for what he's got to do, and that'll be a death sentence for him. He'll die in prison.
Oh, without question.
And you look at all these schools that, issued him honorary, doctorates.
Gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
Just like that, gone. Yeah, those are done.
Yeah.
You can't do shit
and
like that.
I don't see why this tarnishes his legacy. He did do a lot of good, even though he was doing shit in the background.
Well, it's still gonna, no matter what, it's gonna tarnish his legacy because
Yeah, but
he was.
It already is because they took the Cosby Show off the air.
Well, what it is, Ellie, if you really think about it, Bill Cosby came off as this wholesome American dad type of guy for his whole career.
Years and years.
For years and years and years. Mr. Wholesome, Mr. Family Man. No, Mr. Family Man. He was always loved his wife, loved his kids. They meant everything to him. Obviously, probably not. I mean, that's what really, it's tarnished a man's legacy. Jesus Christ, you look like the last shit I took. Ben's walking in the door right now.
Finally.
Ben, you're finally home. You were missed. Now sit down and stay awake.
Ellie said, Ben, you're finally home. Now sit down and stay awake.
Now, your woman already said, with your healthy lifestyle, no Bud Light, no Diet Mountain Dew.
What the fuck, dude? You know, you got this. Now, what's this shit?
He's not on camera. She can't see.
Yeah, he actually is on camera. It's just not.
Edit him out. I'm sorry.
It's not the public video yet. It's just the we're recording the video for Scores TV, but
he's off. You can't see it, but you guys are saying he has it.
He does. It's right on.
He just ratted him out.
Oh, he's ratted himself out. Ben, you awake? You look like you don't look good.
He's got his sunglasses on.
He wears shades at night.
What happens when you come back from vacation? As soon as you're home, you're tired.
Ben's
been home from vacation all week.
Ben's always like this, so I don't know.
But Ben's doing his Howard Chan imitation again tonight.
Yeah, after this.
Welcome back, Ben.
Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna.
Welcome back.
You know what? I figured out what he's wearing the sunglasses for. I figured it out. It took me a second. We got Melissa here, right? He's doing everything he can to avoid so he doesn't look like he's staring right at her tits. I knew it. Isn't that right, Ben?
No.
Yeah. No. He's trying not to look, yeah. Why are you looking that way?
I'm looking at you.
No, you're not. You can look that way with it. No, I know, but that's what that's what I'd be doing. But I mean, I'm a guy. I mean,
we're all guys.
Right.
We figured you out yet?
No, you haven't.
We haven't figured you out yet.
No.
We don't know if you really. No, did you ever get that beautification that Dylan suggested for you?
No.
Get the penis enlargement, that way you wouldn't look so Asian?
No, I didn't see that or hear that.
He sent you in a text.
That was last Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah, like a week ago.
Yeah, it's from a week.
I saved that shit too. That's a good one.
Dude, this week has been shit.
Why has it been shit, Ben? What's wrong with you?
I'm gonna take a flight back to Arizona.
You just want to go back to Arizona?
Yeah.
You miss it already?
I don't miss. Yeah, never mind. I'm done. Hi, I'm here. I don't know how much I'll be contributing.
Oh, gee, you sounded perky for a second.
No, he's not perky.
I've had a awful week.
Ben, tell us about your awful week.
I will not.
That bad?
Oh yeah.
Is it so bad you can't even tell us what's going on with you?
Yeah.
Did you got erectile dysfunction?
No.
Okay.
No.
Did you get a 3rd-degree sunburn?
No. See, no.
Did you go to the beach and get bit by a shark?
I wish.
So then things can't be that bad.
Oh, things could be awful.
Did your dick fall off?
Damn it, dude.
See, I'm not gonna say shit like that. I'll let Earl do that crap.
No, Earl can, yeah.
Did your dick fall off?
Yeah, dude.
It fell off?
Do you want to look?
No! So all you'd have is a set of fucking little pruny balls.
Fell off, so that means he stuck it into something that wasn't clean.
Ben? We can have a chat with you about sticking it somewhere clean. Yeah. You stick it in a bad mud hole? No. You seem like you're just down and depressed.
Dude.
He really does sound completely fucked up.
Did you snort some drain cleaner or something, or what the fuck?
I may have partaken in things.
Did you get an enema?
No. God damn it. No. I partook in some things on vacation.
Yeah. Did you shove a Tide Pod in your ass?
No.
No, you didn't do that.
I wouldn't be here then.
Well, you usually have flaming asshole, which you usually do most days when you're here.
All right, time to go. See you later.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
going back.
So what's going on, Ben? I mean, so how was the vacation, in all seriousness?
Something about mountains just once, and the heat.
What do you mean something? You were so fucked up with whatever you were partaking in, you can't remember nothing?
I can remember everything. I went to a baseball game out
Well,
there.
then talk about the stuff you can talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, tell us about the stuff you can talk about, Ben.
Top Golf. Have you heard of
It
that?
looked like you were wearing
Dude.
a tank top, and the background sort of looked like a beach. Did you go to the beach?
I did not go to a beach. I wish we did. But there's really no beaches around
Arizona. There's no beaches in Arizona.
No, there's no beaches in Arizona.
No, that's all a desert.
Not even a lake? 'Cause that's what they call a beach in upstate New York. It's a lake.
Did you find a lake?
No. I found a lot of rocks.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do yard work, you should go to Arizona.
Yeah, the front yards are made out of gravel.
Oh, yeah, gravel everywhere, dirt everywhere.
Cacti.
Okay, so like on one side of the road there's cacti, and then on the other there's palm trees.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's confusing.
Yeah.
But the heat, the dry heat.
Was it good for you? Did it feel good?
Yeah, it actually did. Like it's weird because when you take like a deep breath here, you're like, it just doesn't smell like fresh. But when you're out there, it's fresh.
Yeah.
But when it rains, it rained there too, which the rain smell there is kind of
nice.
odd smelling. No,
Yeah.
worse.
Really?
Than here.
Yeah.
But Top Golf, there's one coming in Independence?
Independence, I believe.
We're
Yeah.
going there once it opens up.
Oh, I'd love to go to
That's
it.
a restaurant. You get to go play the fake golf and.
Oh, dude, going to a regular driving range,
Yeah.
you can't do that. You gotta go there. Drink
Yeah,
beer.
definitely. Yeah, I'd love to go check
no,
that
but
out.
no, but here's the thing about the fun about going to the regular driving range is you gotta is if you're good as far as your shot, which I drive 250 to 275 as an amateur, but I'm also stocky enough to where kind of like what was it, John Daly?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I can put my weight behind my swing. The fun on the driving range is hitting the guy in the cart going around collecting all the golf balls.
Oh, well, and that's what they had there, too.
Yeah.
Guy in the cart.
Did you hit the guy in the cart?
I tried.
Did you? You
But
missed.
there's like...
But he's on the screen, though. He's not a real guy.
No, there's a real dude out there getting golf balls.
Oh, I thought this place was one of those indoor...
No, this is outdoor.
Oh, outdoor?
This is like... So there's like 10 different... There's like different like scoring things, targets. So like you can do different games where like... most points win, wrong target, minus points, like, there's...
Like shit you would see in a video game.
Oh, yeah, but add alcohol and...
Oh, well, anything's good with alcohol.
And lots of good food.
Yeah, usually anything with alcohol's good.
But yeah, that was
Did you go
fun.
to In-N-Out Burger?
No, I did not. I don't know if they have one out there.
Oh, yes, they do.
They got them in Arizona, trust me.
Oh, well, breakfast consisted of Mickey D's, and lunch one day was B-dubs, and yeah, so
stuff you could get here.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Wait a minute, so you go out to Arizona to eat the same shit you get here.
Yeah.
What the hell, Ben?
Dude, I don't...
It's like going to Texas and not
Watch anything?
Did you watch anything?
Cavs game. That was, and it's so weird.
Movies, TVs, because you were there for how long?
A week, and no, there wasn't time. Well, I guess there was downtime, but
Yeah.
and swimming, which was nice.
Yeah. Well, what was the most fun thing you did while you were out there?
I think Top Golf.
Yeah.
Oh, D-backs came too.
Yeah.
I probably.
How were the women out there? How'd the women look out there?
Well, if you consider Green Valley,
Yeah.
where it's all retirees.
Well, that's
Some
never.
retirees are very good looking, and you said you don't care about age.
He likes a little blue hair every now and then.
There are some really good looking ones that should be on the cover of a magazine good looking.
I would
Did you
agree.
find any of them?
Maybe a couple, but
You could have found yourself, a cougar.
I could have. I could have.
Ben could have been.
I need a cougar. I really do. I need a cougar. Absolutely, I need a cougar.
Yeah.
I do.
You should work on that. Ask Deb.
Yeah. I said cougar, okay? Jesus. A real cougar, okay?
Oh, okay, my bad.
No, come on.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, come on. This is no.
No, but Top Golf. Watching so I can mark down 4th baseball park off my list.
So you went to see the Diamondbacks play
And Dodgers.
So Dodgers.
I don't think I've seen Dodgers. So.
Yeah, well, that's cool. You got to see something you haven't seen before.
And there was did you know they have a swimming pool out in their field?
Really?
Yeah, $7,500 for tickets.
Holy shit!
You're talking at the Arizona Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good. $7,500.
Yeah.
To use the pool.
Yeah. Pool tickets.
Jesus Christ, $7,500.
What you actually do there? It sounds like there's nothing to do. Even Sugar Shane, when he was here in New York, he had a lot of things to do. What's in Arizona?
There's a lot of mountains that you could hike, but I want to go back out and do
I don't picture you hiking. No offense, Ben. I really don't picture you hiking.
No.
I can't picture Ben walking from here to there. I mean, it takes him everything he has to go from here to the refrigerator.
I know. Yeah. Just to get
I mean, hell, half the time he doesn't even get out of the chair. He just wheels his ass to the fucking refrigerator. Doesn't even get out of the chair.
I know.
So you didn't hike. It doesn't sound like you went to the movies. It doesn't sound like you watched anything Netflix.
Did you watch any porn?
No.
What'd you do?
Did you spank your monkey a few times?
We went to the Tucson Mall. That's a big-ass mall.
Did you spank your monkey a couple times?
No.
Okay, you went to the mall.
So you went a week without jerking your gherkin.
I don't want to hear about his monkey. As far as I'm concerned, none of you have monkeys.
So wait a minute. So you went a week without jerking it off?
Yeah.
Well, no wonder you're all depressed. You're probably like sore and shit. Your balls hurting? Or did you get back and skrink the fuck out of it when you got home?
No.
No?
No.
Something wrong with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Something wrong with Ben.
Something's wrong.
He's got ED. I knew it.
Yeah. Damn it, dude. I'm gonna blab that out. Jesus.
He's got ED.
It should be a little blue can. It should be a little blue pill.
He's drinking a little blue can right now. Maybe he's thinking it's the same effect. All right, it's 9 o'clock. Let's take a break, shall we?
We'll be back here on Some Kind of Radio Show.
Stay tuned.
Captain, I've lost to James Kirk. I want you dead. I want you dead. I want you dead. I'm never gonna be the captain. Never. Kill him.
You are as I loved you.
Can you do anything for her?
I'd like to take care of her.
Of course. Come with me.
Destroy her.
I'm sure we all understand that, Captain.
Her life could have been as rich as any woman's. If only. If only.
She must have really loved you once, sir.
Well, if it was ever really love. Turned to vengeance and anger a long time ago.
Like they say, it's a thin line between love and hate.
Very thin.
Cease to be struck by what passion and emotions drive humans to, what they cause you to become.
Yes. Sometimes I almost envy you, Mr. Spock. Almost.
What I miss? Is that a smile I see on your face, Mr. Spock? Guess not.
I believe we were scheduled to rendezvous with the Potemkin.
Yes, sir. In under 4 hours.
Well, let's not keep them waiting. Lieutenant Uhura, contact them. Let them know we'll be lighting all the boilers, if that's all right with you, Mr. Scott.
As if you had to ask.
Mr. Chekhov, set a course for Beta Origai. Course laid in, sir. Mr. Sulu, warp 6.
Yes, sir.
Listening to the Some Kind of Radio show here on the SKO Radio Network. Call now. The number's 330-871-4422. Again, that's 330-871-4422. Now here's Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
All right, 10 after 9 here on the East Coast on Some Kind of Radio show here. Exclusively from the Rising Star Studio at the SKO Radio Network, located in beautiful Akron, Ohio. Earl McCune along with Secret Agent Ben, Tony the Comedy Killer, and our sales professional manager, Melissa's with us.
Hello.
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 Ben, did you say hi to Melissa yet?
No.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. We were even in the office during that break, too.
Yeah, we were watching the Indians game in the office during the break.
Thanks to me.
Thanks to Ben. Now, I am going to get one of those. I told you. I'm getting one for it now. I want to have one in it because I want to be able to like put a game on it. Because there's days like I've come to see like my work schedule, my regular work schedule. I've taken a reduced summer hours work schedule.
Oh.
So I'm going to be working here a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, and when you're here, you're going to want to be like, oh, let's watch something. And then you'll be like, damn, I can't do that.
Right.
And it definitely comes in handy.
Oh, without question. Anyway, 10 after 9, 11 after 9 now. Give us a call, 330-871-4422, and you can join us on the air live.
You know what else threw me off, though, on that trip?
What's that, Ben?
The time change.
Yeah, did it?
3 hours.
Well, because it was that Sunday when we... second day, first full day out there, and the Cavs were playing. So it was like 1 o'clock here, 10 o'clock there. So we had to get up and we went to my cousin's house at 10 o'clock. And of course I started drinking at 10 o'clock there, watching the game.
Well, you have to. It's in the rules.
Yeah.
So
it's all part of being on vacation. You got to get drunk.
Oh.
That's what I'm going to do my vacation. When I go on vacation on the 28th, I'm going to go get freaking hammered.
Yeah, when you wake up and you're like, oh, whoa, look at that. It's 10 o'clock, time to drink. And I was like, I am on vacation, but I felt kind of guilty.
Why? You're on vacation?
Let's see. I don't know.
You've never really been on a real vacation like that before, have you?
Not that far. Well, I mean...
Not that far away. Not the time change?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? I mean, let me tell you something. Let me tell you about my very first trip out west, okay? I went to Reno, and I went out there with my buddy Jeff.
Right.
And it was just me and him. We're going out to bowl nationals, but we made it a vacation. We decided, okay, we're just going to turn it into a vacation/bowling trip.
Might as well.
We went out there for 5 days. Well, we had to catch a flight out of Cleveland Hopkins International Airport at 8 a.m. Well, the bar opens there at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
So we were pounding Bloody Marys at 7 o'clock before our flight.
Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah,
so we were getting in the mood. So we drank 2 Bloody Marys. Well, actually, we had time for 3 because our flight was delayed.
Oh, there you go.
So we did 3 Bloody Marys. We got on the little regional jet. We had to fly to Chicago.
Yeah. That
Chicago's
airport,
a bitch, ain't it?
holy shit.
Isn't that a pain in the
First
ass?
time I've ever been in that airport.
Pain in the ass.
You gotta walk 15
You'll probably
minutes.
want it to be your last time.
Dude, one gate to the other, 15 minutes.
I'll be there in 2 weeks. I know. I gotta go through that place in 2 weeks myself. Yeah, I'm flying Akron to Chicago.
Yeah, and
Chicago to McCarran.
Oh, yeah.
So I hate Chicago. Flying through Chicago is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Without question, a fucking nightmare.
I can understand now why people hate that airport.
Now, if you're flying and you're landing in Chicago and you're not going anywhere else, it's fine.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
But if you have to catch a flight, catching your connecting flight is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Because you always, no matter what, you always got to walk like 100 fucking miles, it seems like.
Well, and you gotta
Without
remember,
question. Always.
You gotta remember, from here to there, the time goes back 1 hour.
1 hour.
And then
you're going another 2.
I'm like, how the hell does... And then you get confused.
But let me tell you about this trip. So we've already had 3 Bloody Marys in us. The regional flight didn't have any alcohol. So, okay, that's fine, whatever. So we catch this flight. We're already 25 minutes getting on the plane because of the delay. Then we were sitting on the tarmac for another 15.
Yeah.
So we're 40 minutes behind already. And at this point, we only had an hour and 10-minute layover.
Yeah.
So that hour and 10-minute layover shrunk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So you're down to 35 minutes by the time we landed.
And that's to get from gate to gate.
Right. And we literally had to go from one end of O'Hare to the other. So we had to run.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, let me give you an idea what Jeff was. Jeff was in cowboy boots. Stupid fuck. Guys in cowboy boots. And we're both asthmatic, too. So, could you imagine 2 asthmatics running across the airport, inhalers in hand? And we got like literally 10 minutes. They're literally paging us as we're getting on. I was like, we're here. It's like, we're just getting ready to close the damn doors. Because if not, we would have to wait another 4 hours to catch the next flight.
Yeah.
That's why I hate layovers now if they're traveling.
So anyway, we catch the flight. First thing we do, they bring out, where's the beer? All right, so we start drinking. We drank 2 or 3 beers on the flight out to Vegas, Took a little cat nap. And we pounded these beers, by the way. I mean, we told the girl, I was like, sell us 2 at a time. Well, sir, sell me 2 at a time. Trust me.
Yeah.
So we did 2 at a time, and we ended up drinking a third. Next thing you know, we get into Reno about noon local time.
Yeah, their time.
Okay. Yeah, local time, their time.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Once we got there, I'd never been there. My buddy Jeff used to live there, so he knew his way around like nothing. So we get off the plane, get our bags, and proceed to get the rental car. We go right over to the Atlantis Hotel and Casino where we stayed. First thing we did, now let me tell you what we did. First thing, he goes, I have a tradition when I come out here. We have to go do oyster shooters and get shrimp cocktails.
Go do what?
Oyster shooters.
Oh, oyster shooters.
Oyster shooters.
I could do that. I love oysters.
Oh, yeah. These fuckers were great, too. And this is the freshest shit.
I'll take you out for some raw oysters.
Oh, no, I'm good.
You don't like oysters?
Yeah. Oyster shooters.
Yeah.
So we did the oyster. I mean, these were like fresh oysters. And, of course, the shrimp cocktail. The shrimp was like jumbo fucking shrimp. Yeah. So he goes, I'm buying this. This is a tradition I do every time I come to town. All right. We do that. Next thing you know, he's like, well, let's get checked into the room. We'll come down. We'll gamble and drink because we got nothing else to do until later in the evening.
Yeah.
I get on so we go check in, change our clothes, kind of just get freshened up or whatever, traveling and shit,
Yeah, you feel gross.
Yeah, you feel gross. I mean, you took a shower that morning, you still feel gross after the whole day. So we just wanted to get comfortable. We're there for the day because we didn't have anything to do until eating. We were meeting some friends that came in town. We're all going to get dinner that night.
Yeah.
Because her whole team got there that night. We all want to get together and have drinks and everything, have dinner. Well, so I get in, it's like, all right, well, I've never really been to a big casino before. I'm like doing one of these. I'm like, all right, let's see how this goes. So I was like, this is before I started playing blackjack. I started learning how to play that trip. I'm like, well, here's a slot machine. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Dollar pulls. Threw 100 in. I took 1,000 with me for a week, okay?
Threw 100 in.
Threw 100 in. First fucking pull, I hit the fucking spin.
for $1,000. First, it's like, well, so I'm like, of course, I have no idea where I'm at because this place is fucking massive.
Well, yeah.
I mean, massive. So I'm calling Jeff on my phone. Jeff, dude, call me back. He's like not answering his phone. So I'm like texting him. Jeff, he goes, dude. I was like, where are you? I was like, I'm by a waterfall. Jeff, I think I won $1,000. No way. So I take a snapshot, you know, a little white ticket you get.
Yeah.
It was like 1,014. Took a snapshot, sent it to me. He goes, dude, I think you won $1,000.
Yeah.
So he goes, well, the games are on now. We're going to have some fun. I was like, oh, yeah, man, we're going to have fun, you know. So I basically, you know, so I had some free money to play with, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So
and that's basically how you got to use it in Vegas.
Yeah, exactly. So I was really smart with this money.
Sounds sarcastic.
No, I was really smart. I was actually pretty smart with this money. I was bowling the next morning, okay? So I took my money and I rolled it into brackets at the tournament. I was like, okay, my free money.
Yeah.
So I got in $500 in brackets.
God damn, dude.
Let me tell you how I did. I made $4,500 in brackets.
God damn, dude. Jesus.
So at this point, I'm up a little bit.
Yeah, you're up like $4,400.
I'm up $4,400. So I bowl, you know, I say I'm up $4,400, and go the next morning because we bowl the following day. I took another $500, rolled in the brackets, won $2,500 the next day. Well, let me just tell you, by the end of the trip, I came home with $1,000. I lived it up, man.
You might. Well, it's like when I went out there last Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You know, I knew that, you know, I drove Wednesday night because it used to be a tradition we would go to Mountaineer the night before Thanksgiving.
Right.
Because we could go down there. I could actually get lit. We had our rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and the bar at the casino was just packed with college students that were out partying up because it's the night before Thanksgiving.
Right.
So, you know, I'm electing now to drive, and I wanted to make money. I'm like, you know, I can just go out whenever. Well, I already knew I was going to Vegas anyway.
Right.
So I went out, and like I said, the money I made driving the night before Thanksgiving and that Saturday night when I got back covered my trip.
Right.
And that was, you know, because I flew in, you know, I had a later flight, get out to Vegas.
Yeah.
And the first thing I did, I crashed when I got out there just because I had been up a while, and I was like, you know, okay, well, I'm going to be here. You know, I'm going to be here all day Friday. I'm going to be here much of Saturday. And my friend came in from California to see me and stayed with me all day Friday until Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so we get out there, and it's just like I wake up Friday morning. First thing I want to do is I wanted to go downstairs, you know, get breakfast. I probably had 6 mimosas and it was just like, and then just to start funnel money, and it's just like, you don't want to know how much I was down.
Oh, God, I can only imagine.
It was just, I mean, because I sit there and I get on the 3-card poker table, well, I just keep playing, and I'm like, well, screw it, you know, I've got $11,000 in my checking, so if I have to spend a couple grand, and sure enough, you know, I just got myself back up even, and I got done playing, and went and stuck with slots the remainder of the time that I was there, and I ended up losing like a couple hundred, but I mean, that was, you know,
that's
gambling.
not really bad, though. I mean, only being down a couple hundred and you're playing thousands.
And I was down a couple of grand just because, I mean, the cards just weren't hitting.
Right.
Then the cards started hitting. And
it's funny how it is. Like, either you lose big or you win big. I mean, you get those up and down days going to play. So, like I said, I play blackjack, obviously. That's what I play. And I'm
no good at blackjack.
I'm really good at it, except for if you got to have a good table.
Yeah.
I don't like playing when there's one and just 2 people.
Yeah.
You got to have a full table. That's when your odds are better.
Yeah.
If it's just you or 2 people at the table, your odds are crap. You've got to play with almost a full table.
When you guys go to Vegas for vacation, here is a game you need to look at learning how to play if you want to win. Is Baccarat.
Oh, Baccarat's a huge game to play.
Yeah.
I've played it before. I like it, but I know you can win a lot of money at it.
Yeah.
The best odds in a casino is Baccarat.
Yeah.
By far.
But I mean, they didn't.
You go up to Cleveland, you see all the Asians playing it.
Yeah.
That's all they play.
It's Baccarat.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know, they didn't have a table set up because, I mean, when I went, I stayed at the Stratosphere, and they didn't have a Baccarat table set up. Otherwise, I would have been on that because I can't play that at Mountaineer. You can't. And you know, I've not been to the Jack to actually gamble. I've only been up there.
Yeah, they got Baccarat up there.
Yeah.
And they're remodeling up there too. they're moving a bunch of shit around right now.
I'd like to go up there because I want to sit down because you've really got to know how to play it.
Yeah.
In order to to do decent at it.
Right. Yeah. I'm okay at it. I'm not real good at it because I'm not really skilled on it. But blackjack I can play. I can play the book.
Insurance, your splits, your double down.
I don't insure ever. That's the worst bet in the house is the insurance. I know when to split. I know when to double down.
Yeah.
And I know when to hold and I know when to take a card.
Yeah.
It's just, and I know what to hit on and what not to hit on. It's all knowing what the certain scenarios. Like, I found a really good app online. It's actually a blackjack tutor type of thing. And it gives you basically gives you your hand and dealer hand. You're not actually playing to win. You're just playing to make the right decision.
Yeah.
Do you hit? Do you stand? Do you split?
You have a 14.
Right.
You've got a face and a 4. I would likely hit in that scenario.
Well, it depends on the card too. Now, if your dealer's showing a 6,
yeah,
you're not going to hit. 4, 5, or 6 out of a dealer, you're not hitting unless you got below 11. Unless you got like 11 or below her.
Yeah.
You'll take a card. Now, like on 11, of course, you're going to double down every time. 10, when it gets a 6, I'm going to double down. I'm going to always, if it's a 9, I'll probably take a hit on it. Anything below that, I'm going to take a hit. Now, if I got 14 or a 13 and the dealer showing a 4, 5, or 6, I'm going to stand. Good chance of bust. Those are good bust cards. 4, 5, or 6 is a great dealer bust card.
Yeah.
Dealer showing a 7, I got a 14. Yeah, you bet your ass I'm going to hit because you got to beat the 17 anyway because the dealer stops at 17.
Yeah, because he hits 16 and everything below and stays to 17.
Hard 17, yeah.
See,
it's got to be hard.
I want to take a trip sometime up there.
Come up there with me one day.
Well, because listening to it,
when I go up, I like to go up and stay a night because I get rooms up at the I get rooms at the Ritz-Carlton. So
we should go up there though.
We should
because
except I'm not sleeping in no fucking king bed with you. I mean, I'll get a double room or something, but I'm not spooning with your ass. You might want a spork.
You never know.
Yeah, I know that's the thing, Ben. I know you. I know you'll probably want a spork. But no, I'd like to go up there and I like to go up there and stay a day, or usually just want to go up.
We should plan a up there game and casino.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We should do it. I think we should get a group of the guys that go up.
Because because when you're saying that, it makes sense, but I have to see it to actually play it.
Yeah, I'll have to send you the app.
Yeah,
and it's a really good tutor. It helps you. It helps give you scenarios.
So does it tell you if you
It'll tell you if you made the right decision or not.
Right.
Basically, it'll say, okay, you made the right decision. You made it. Okay, bad move. You should have stayed, or you should have hit, or you should have doubled. It'll let you know, and then you kind of memorize that after. It's just a matter of repetition. You start getting,
Because it would actually be nice to go up there and play a table or two instead of going up there and just doing slots.
I like that. See, I love playing. I love playing it because here's the thing: when you're playing and you got a good group at the table, is when you're playing by yourself or 1 or 2 people. Now, if you're going up to teach somebody, you want to basically sit there just 2 people because it's a good chance to teach somebody. Okay, but if you're going to go up and go play, and I mean really play, you want a table. You want to find a full table. Okay, or a close to full table. You want at least 3 people at the table.
Right.
3 people minimum table because here's why. The odds are just a little bit better at winning.
Yeah.
Because if you're going head to head, typically you're not going to win very much.
No.
If you're going 2-on-1, you're not going to get the odds are the dealer's going to beat you too.
Do they do any?
Because a full table, they're going to consume more cards out of the deck.
Right. And just a lot more. It's just a better, and especially if you got a good table of decent players at making good decisions, everyone's going to benefit.
Oh yeah, I mean, because what do they call a shoe?
A shoe.
Because you got to find out too. Is usually the dealer should tell you how many decks of cards
they're required to tell you.
Yeah.
Either 6. Usually at the jack it's 6 decks.
Yeah.
In the shoe, they do have some double decks.
Yeah.
Games. I'm not a big fan of the double deck games because there's just not as many cards of possibilities. A lot of people like double deck because you can count a little easier and see what's going on. But I prefer not to play double deck. I'd rather play a 6-deck shoe.
Yeah,
I really would.
Because that's what they do at the 3-card tables I play in at Mountaineer.
Yeah.
Because that's the first thing I walk up to them is because every state's a little different.
Right.
But that was one of the first things I had asked them is I was like,
3-deck shoe, and then the other key to look for is they have 3-to-2 tables up there and 6-to-5 tables. Okay. The 6-to-5 on a blackjack and the dealer showing ace or king, you cannot take even money. Now, on a 3-2 table, you can take even money if you feel the dealer's got it, and you can just win your hand.
Yeah.
So, I personally play the 3-2 tables myself. The 6-5 tables, that's usually where the beginners play.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of bullshit mistakes made. I play the 3-2 tables, which is basically the $15 and $25 hand minimums. That's what I like to play. That's just a personal preference for me. That's what I like to do.
Well, they don't do any like teaching tables up there.
No.
I didn't think they did.
But here's what the dealers do, though. Then if you're not sure, you can ask them. They'll tell you the right move. The dealer will help you.
So you can do like at dealer.
You can ask the players around, because the players around you, typically everyone will help each other out.
Because, you're not playing against the other players. You're only playing against the dealer.
So everyone wants to win the hand. So everyone around you is willing, usually 95% of the time, willing to help the other player.
Okay.
They'll say, hey, no, you don't want to stay on that. No, you want to hit on that. No.
Which makes sense. Unless
the dealer, and you can always ask the dealer a question, too, because they'll tell you.
Unless there's people that are like, oh, make this move when they already know.
Yeah, they'll tell you what to do, Ben. I mean, there's a lot of people that'll help you, with what the right move is. So, I mean, it's a little intimidating if you don't, and you first sit down because you don't know what to do. You just got to know what your hand gestures are. You got to go, you got to hit, like when I call for a hit, I'm like this. And if, I do this or do this, or I'll do like this, I'll point at it. I mean, you got to make a gesture to hit. Then you want to make sure you get the stand, and you gotta make sure you wave your hand for stand.
Because I knew there were hand gestures.
Then there's double down. When you double down, you put your chip and you one card it and you point it. Then if you're gonna split, if it's like as a split hand, you gotta do like that because they gotta see it. Because basically what it is the camera's watching to make sure you're making the right. The dealer's playing it right. So you gotta do that for the split, that for the double down, and then your basic gesture for hit. You can do that. You can go like this. You can go like that. You can go like this.
It's confusing, but I guess that is what I always.
Because they have to see a gesture made. They have to see because basically they're not allowed to assume for you.
Yeah.
You can, if they do, you can call a pit boss over and complain. Because if it goes in against you, they have to give you your money back. If you didn't make a decision, they have to give you the money back. Because a lot of dealers will make the decision for you, and sometimes because you'll find those dealers sometimes they just assume they're going to. They don't. They assume you're going to stay. You assume you're going to take a hit. It's like, I didn't make a gesture, I didn't make a decision, you did it for me. Hey, coach, boss, over here, and tell them what happened, and they'll say, pay the guy back.
Yep.
Because they have to, it's your money to gamble, you have to make a decision, period.
What's your sign for break? Do you have a hand?
Yeah, break. All right, we're going to take a break here, everybody. All right, 9:31 on Some Kind of Radio Show. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with another fun clip from Star Trek Continues. Be right back.
All night duty personnel, report status for shift change.
Why do I keep volunteering for night shift?
Because it counts points toward promotion. Besides, it's not so bad.
Easy for you to say, from where you're sitting.
Rank has its privileges.
Boys.
Is it comfortable? Because it looks comfortable.
Why don't you find out for yourself?
You must be joking. It is comfortable. I could get used to this. Who am I?
Now you must be joking. Course heading, Captain?
Call me so.
The best starship in the fleet will be the first one commanded by a woman.
Czar, you're relieved.
Don't mind if I do. Doesn't this just feel right? Lieutenant, open up a channel. My, You look absolutely beautiful today. Mr. Chekhov, Mr. Sulu, set a course for Starbase 10.
Hi, Captain.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Steady as she goes, Captain.
All ships in port ready for shift change, Captain.
Maintaining course as per your previous orders, Captain. Would you come here a minute, please, Lieutenant? I can't imagine a better female captain. Someday. If I know anything, I know you have what it takes to command. And so do you. And you. Your ships will have the finest captains in the fleet because I've got the finest crew in the fleet. Maintain course and heading, Ensign.
You are listening to the Some Kind of Radio Show here on the SKO Radio Network. Call now. The number's 330-871-4422. Again, that's 330-871-4422. Now here's Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
All right, thank you, Chandler Kitchen. 9:37 here on Some Kind of Radio Show here on the SKO Radio Network. We're going to be here live until midnight. Myself here, Earl McCune, along with Tony the Comedy Killer, Secret Agent Ben, and Melissa, our sales manager, is here with us tonight. So tonight, we were just talking a little bit about gambling and everything and whatnot, and I'll tell you what, the one thing with gambling is when you go, you gotta be one of those people, if you're going, I got a C card at the Jack, basically, okay, J-A-C-K, and then they have it's called Infinity membership, okay?
Because you're special.
Well,
you're famous.
I've gone up there enough where I've bet enough money and played enough money over time, you get that certain level. But here's the thing, I didn't go and, break myself either. You gotta, there's a lot of people that have real problems when they go gamble.
Oh, yeah.
They just can't stop, you gotta know when to go and when not to go and fight. If I don't have the extra money to go, I don't go.
Yeah. I heard a wise man once said, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away.
And, here's the thing, too, and this kind of pertains to this, I want to switch the subject a little bit. A wise man once said to me once, she's got to know when to suck it, and you got to know when to fuck it.
Yeah.
God damn it. I thought something was smart was good.
It is good advice,
So, question.
Yes,
Would
answer.
you consider that you're addicted?
You consider yourself addicted?
No, you.
Would I consider myself? No.
No?
No, because people that are quote-unquote addicted...
I'd be there every day if I was addicted.
Yeah, A, every day, but also B, any kind of addiction, whether it be drugs, gambling, whatnot, usually pretty much will put you in the financial ruin.
Yeah, I'm not anywhere near financial ruin. I go maybe once a month or maybe once every other month. I don't... I take a good amount of money with me, so I know how to gain the points.
Yeah.
Because basically, up there, they base it on your average bet. I'll get there, and every time I see the pit boss, I'll throw more money on my bets because, that they base it on what they see you putting in when they come check, and they every 10 minutes or so or 15 minutes when they're just basically checking on the table, they see you got 50, okay, and they put that in as your bet average. Well, say if I'm betting 25, I'm going to use this as an example. I see 20, because I'm playing $25 a hand, okay, and $10 on the Trilux, for example.
Yeah.
That's my standard starting bet. I see the pit boss rolling over, I bump that thing up to 75 and a 25, real quick. Because and what that does is helps you gain more points.
Yeah.
So you don't have to really, and then very next hand, I'm bumping it right back down. I might get lucky and win that hand, great. And if I do, okay, I got a few more dollars in my pocket, But I try to play it smart. Then the other thing I do is called progressive betting. I start at 25 and 10, okay? I always keep the Trilux at 10.
Okay, I win the hand 25. Okay, you got 25. Okay, now I'll take a 5. I'll make it a 30. Then I'll go, if I win again, I'll make it 35. I win again, I'll make it 40. And I'll just keep progressing my bet by 5. That way, if you lose it, you're really losing that, you actually got more money pocketing than you are losing. So it's progressive betting's a pretty good strategy, too. And if you stick with it, and that's the key, is you got to stick with it.
And it's like when I get my points down in West Virginia, like one of the dealers had told me, he said, even if you don't ever plan on spending all the money as far as the bet goes, he's like, the best advice I can give you, come in, because they swipe your card when you, when you
first sit down, they want to know how much you put in.
Yeah, well, yeah.
How much would you buy in for?
Yeah, well, I usually get 1,000 worth of chips.
So do I.
And then,
usually.
And then
I usually go 500 or 1,000. It just depends what I'm doing.
And then, so they take my money. And then of course they swipe my card and give me back my card and said, all right, everything's set. And dealer's like, even if you don't gamble everything away,
right?
The house thinks that you gambled $1,000.
And if you're cashing out, $400, $500, $600, that goes good on your P&L statement too.
Yeah.
Because you got one thing a lot of people don't realize, you can get a P&L statement filed on your taxes.
Yep.
And
because I claim gambling losses is one of the things.
So do I. I did last year. I mean, it didn't really benefit me to do it, but I did it.
I hear harps.
We have harps. Mm-mm. She's like,
I mean, I've already scared her away. She was sitting at the end of the table now. I mean, she'll be sitting.
Did you drop a deuce over there, Tony?
Not that I'm aware of.
Maybe Melissa dropped it. Melissa, you drop a deuce. You're holding the wall up. She's chillaxing. You want to trade me chairs? Would you feel more comfortable trading me chairs?
I'll go to sleep then.
You go to sleep then?
And a big comfy chair.
It is very comfy. Yes, big comfy chair.
I mean, I sit in it once a week, but it's just like...
You haven't sat in this one.
No, not that one.
Oh, you got... That's
yours is a different chair.
Oh, okay.
Yours is a different chair now.
Yeah.
Higher back.
Okay.
And Melissa brought this chair in for us.
Yeah,
okay, thank you. Because I sit in Wednesday night when I do my sports show, and I'm like... Oh, yeah, it is different.
It's a fairly comfortable chair.
Yeah.
This is a bigger chair. It's actually pretty comfortable. It's pretty comfortable. I mean, she goes, here, sit in this chair. I'm like, okay. I was like, oh, yeah, I could sleep in this thing.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway,
easily.
Anyway, yeah. But yeah, I mean, but you can claim gambling. Like a lot of people don't realize, you can claim that if you're a frequent enough player, and if you feel. I think I took a small loss last year, so it didn't really affect my taxes.
I mean, I take about $1,000 loss. I mean, that's reasonable for what I spend.
That's why I do. It doesn't really affect you any on a $1,000 loss.
Well, you want to hear something really funny? Mm-hmm. Is like my thing is in between my trips to the casino, I like playing my scratchies.
Right.
And that's what I usually do with like my cash tips from driving, and I'll spend $50 or $100 a week of my own money. And the bad thing is they take credit cards at those lottery terminals now.
Yes, they do. Circle K.
Well, yeah, I usually go play at the sheet station because it's about the only thing open up that late at night. I can go to the bathroom.
Okay, and Father John's with us now. Hey, Father John, what's up?
I think he's with us.
Father John, are you there? Are you in the toilet?
Yes, I'm here.
You in the you in the shitter again?
My ears.
No.
You in the car?
Yeah, I'm in the car. Actually driving back to Weirton for Mother's Day weekend.
Ah, okay. All right. So what's going on in the? So you're driving to go see Mama for Mother's Day. Okay. So what else is going on with you, John?
Oh, not too much. Celebrated my birthday a little too hard last week. That's another story.
Oh yeah. Well, you look good for 50.
Yeah, I'm getting close to 50.
I know you're getting pretty close. I was gonna say, but no. Happy belated birthday, my friend.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. I look at it this way. If you can get 3 girls and you're 47, that's not a bad week.
Dude, I'd like to know how you do it because you are my hero.
Yeah, as our whole friend would say, I get it up from 6 tonight, and it's good stuff for me.
Airwolf Adam's on the line with us too. Hey, Adam, what's up?
Not much. How you doing?
Oh, we're doing here, man. What's the good word out in your neck of the woods?
Well, it's cold in North Dakota again. So.
Yeah, it's a little. It's a tit-bit nipply here too.
just finishing up that video that you guys were sending me. So that's going to be done. And when it's done, I'm going to send you that intro. See what you think of it.
Oh, cool! Can't wait to see it. Yeah.
Hey, send it to my messenger too if you can.
Sure.
Yeah. Basically, what he's talking about, we did salute to his film last week, his fan film, Airwolf Redemptions. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Redemptions? You think I've been drinking all day? I haven't even had a drop all day. It's probably my problem. I haven't drank today. But during the 10 o'clock hour, I do got to do the beer. I'm doing the beer review at 10 o'clock. So, last week we did Airwolf Redemptions, and he's putting together one hell of a production for that show. So I can't wait to see the final product on that. It's going to be a lot of fun looking at that one.
Now, Adam, do you guys in North Dakota actually get any months that aren't winter up there?
Yeah, we call it road construction.
Just like we do here.
Yeah, pretty much. I think we call the same thing here. Good Lord.
Yeah, what did you say, flower?
Yeah. Road construction.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like looking and I'm like,
yeah, he's up there. He's way up there. He's a lot more
about
north.
2 hours from Canada.
He's about 2 hours from Canada. Yep. Yeah, we're he's a little more north than we are. That's for sure.
And it's like that far up. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I-90 runs through North Dakota, doesn't it?
94.
94. That's what I thought.
90 runs through South Dakota.
Yeah. Now I'm assuming living that close to Mount Rushmore, you've been to Mount Rushmore, right?
No, I haven't.
You live that close and you've never been there?
Just never got the time.
You know, it's funny, like a lot of people say to us here, like think about it. We got the Football Hall of Fame here, and you're like, I've been there once. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I just went there for the first time this year. And I went with Troy when he was in town.
Yeah.
First time I ever been there. And, it's so many things that you kind of just take for granted, It's like you're around it, and you just don't think you don't have time to go. It's like, nope, never been to it. Just till this year, like I said, I've been to the Pro Football Hall of Fame once, and I was probably 15 years old at the time.
Yeah.
And it's grown leaps and bounds immensely since I've been there last.
Ooh, yeah.
And like I said, I just went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for the first time in my life this year. So, but really wasn't real impressed with the Rock Hall. I just wasn't impressed with it.
I went there
early. The cards to go down there.
Yeah, I just wasn't really impressed with the place. The whole time I was there, they had a lot of construction inside.
Yeah.
So they had a lot of areas shut off. And for what you pay for your ticket, it's not worth it,
I worked at a cell phone store.
In my mind, it's not.
I worked at a pager and a cell phone store back when I was going to college, and we had a thing up there pre-AT&T when they were Ameritech Cellular.
Mm-hmm.
You go back way, like late 90s, early 2000s. And we had an event, so they brought us up, and we actually we got to go through the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame,
right.
Walk around through, and then they had in a little, reception area, they had, booze and everything.
Well, yeah, booze is always a good thing.
And and I'm like,
I like booze.
And I'm up there, and I'm just walking
booze
through
is my
it,
friend.
And I'm like, you know what?
It gets me through the day.
I'm like, I could walk through a Hard Rock Cafe and see a lot of this stuff.
Oh, sure, and that's the thing. You go to the Hard Rock, you see a lot of. I mean, it's just a lot of old memorabilia. Which don't get me wrong, it's great to see it.
Yeah.
But what they charge you to walk through it, I mean. I was bored most of the time, to be quite honest. I mean, there was a few things that really interested me.
Yeah.
But a lot of it just I didn't give a shit about.
If you're ever in Nashville, and you could probably even ask Dr. Doug about this, if you get a chance, if you know anything about country music, go through the Country Music Hall of Fame in Nashville.
Yeah.
That is a must-do when you're down there. Just because, I got into country early 90s, pretty much. Garth Brooks probably launched me in and that's the country that I like, not the shit that they play on the radio now, not the Florida Georgia line or I'm not even a Brad Paisley kind of a guy.
I'm not even really much of we play a lot of country here. I mean, I'm not a huge country guy. I'm more of a rock guy. I mean, there's a few country songs I like, but I can't sit there and get into it.
They got tons down there dedicated to Elvis Presley.
Oh yeah, I can imagine because he's from Memphis.
Yeah, and then kind of because he was kind of bluesy, country-ish, soulish.
Oh, I always loved Elvis.
And then obviously
big Elvis fan. I love Elvis.
How big of a fan of Elvis I am.
Oh yeah.
And And it's funny because you go down through there, and I'm sitting there thinking, having been to the Rock Hall, and now having been to the Country Music Hall of Fame, I'm like, the Country Music Hall of Fame is way bigger than the Rock Hall.
Yeah.
And a little bit more interactive too.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of stuff. If you stop at every exhibit and do some of the interactive stuff, you could be there all day.
Yeah.
But I don't have the patience or the attention span to be there all day and really just check it all out. I like to look at things. I look at one, like, okay, that's cool. It's a guitar. Okay. I mean, okay, that's this guitar. That's great, but I just can't. I don't hold that sentimental feeling to that stuff. I just don't. Don't get me wrong. I love the music, but I could give a rat's ass about seeing the guitar.
Yeah.
I've seen a million guitars, and I don't give a shit whose it is. I mean, you see one guitar, you've seen them all. I mean, I'm sorry. That's just how I feel about it. I mean, you can call me an ass for saying that, but that's just how I feel about it. I've seen one guitar, you've seen them all. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
That's just how I feel. Oh, just because it was this person's guitar or that person's guitar. Oh, who gives a flying shit,
Or here's another one for you, Adam. Being in aviation as you are, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Have you ever been to Dayton, Ohio?
No, but I know it's there.
Yeah. It's funny, Adam and I were actually talking about that, if he ever gets up this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and him were talking about taking a day and going down to Dayton and do the Ray Patterson Air Force Base.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about doing that. If he ever gets out here and do a live stint from the studio here, we'll do it.
Because, when I was down in North Carolina seeing my sister over Labor Day weekend and everything, their motto on their plates is first to flight. Mm-hmm. Because that's where Orville and Wilbur Wright at Kitty Hawk,
Yep.
Actually flew, but Orville and Wilbur Wright were from Ohio.
Right.
So,
yep. It's the birthplace of aviation.
Birthplace of aviation here.
We're not the origination of aviation, but we are the birthplace
of aviation.
Because Orville and River for
I'm sure you haven't been drinking.
Yeah, that's my problem. I haven't been drinking. I wish I was. I will be as soon as we do the beer review at 10 o'clock. After 10 o'clock hour, I'm going to be doing a beer review. It has lips on it.
Yeah,
that's the beer.
Do you have the? Do you have the drinking problem that Ted Stryker from Airplane has?
Yeah. Keeps missing his face and then, can his mouth and just dumps shit all over him. Yeah. That's my drinking problem.
See, Adam, I could see you. I could see you like, what's the guy's name that was always an Airplane that was, I picked the wrong day to quit amphetamines.
Oh, Lloyd Bridges.
Lloyd Bridges.
Yeah.
I could see Adam being, man, I picked the wrong day to quit sniffing glue. I picked the wrong week to quit smoking.
See, there's not enough rafters in the tower cab to support my weight for that, so.
You need to find one of those beers about 11% alcohol, catch you up real quick.
And the character name was Steve McCroskey.
Steve McCroskey.
Yep. That was the.
Airplane is like one of the number one things we joke at work, which I'm sure is no surprise to you guys.
Yeah. Not at all. Well, we're gonna have to do a salute to Airplane here soon again. We did one on the old show long ago. I'd love to do another rehash at that.
I mean, it's a classic movie. The sequel sucked.
The sequel was just a rehash of the second one. I mean, it was the same movie. They just changed the scene up a little bit. That's all. But it was the same damn movie, basically.
See, here's the thing I always kind of wondered is, if you're ever flying in an airplane on your birthday, they need to let you slide down the big inflatable slide.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's like, wee!
I've been told that's a bitch to put back in.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Now, I always wondered, though, is if you're ever having to, do airplanes these days still have the inflatable autopilot? where the stewardess...
The manual inflation nozzle at the belt.
Yeah.
You got to put it in your mouth and blow.
Then you see him go up there and he's got a smile on his face.
Yeah, the head turns. And
yeah.
And Leslie Nielsen walks in and sees it and is like, oh, what?
Surely, that's how the Malhawks up with the rhyme.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
I am serious. Don't call me Shirley.
Hey, good luck. We're all counting on you. And I just want to say again, good luck. We're all counting. Even after they land, good luck. We're all counting on you. I love it.
Did you ever see his performance in Scary Movie 3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where he is about with that evil creature's about to kill him, and then Leslie Nielsen walks in the door and knocks the baddie into the well. He goes, I just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you.
I love that. Yeah, that was a classic line. It really was. And he pulled it off with such perfection.
Yeah.
I mean, his seriousness is the way he come across on things.
He was very serious, but he was hilarious.
Yes.
And it was the same way in Naked Gun.
It was the whole shtick. He came off as the bumbling, serious idiot.
Yeah.
But, that's a funny thing. We're just we're kind of jumping all over the place tonight, but which is all good. It's all good. We've gone from sex to airplane in just a couple hours, and we still got 2 to go.
Well, sounds like I should have tuned in for that first topic then.
Yeah, you should have tuned in during the sex topic. I mean, we can get back. We can rehash it a little bit, which we can. Where the hell did Ben leave?
He's been gone.
He just up and take off?
Is he sleeping?
No, he's not even. He might be sleeping in the office.
This is more for Ben.
Yeah, I was gonna say. He's like, okay. Yeah. I don't know what Ben's doing. He left his
bathroom again.
No, he left his headphones and he just didn't say anything. He just kind of disappeared. Split.
Probably heard I was calling in.
Yeah, well, he's intimidated by you, Adam. I mean, he really is.
I'm not trying to intimidate him. I just came up with a few good one-liners. That's all.
That's well, you got to. I mean, it's part of the game,
I mean nothing by it. Like I said, I'm in his corner. I want him to get laid.
I think we all want him to get laid.
Well, he found himself a lady friend.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was going to ask him about that, but now he's not here.
Yeah.
No.
Well, he was telling me some things off the air and having some issues, so we'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll just leave it at that. But, yeah.
I mean, you try to. It's funny, Adam. To think somebody that's like in your industry, and it's I mean, now you're in North Dakota. Now, I always wanted to ask you: are you originally from North Dakota?
No, I was actually born and raised in Kansas.
Oh, Kansas! One interesting state to the other.
Yep. Well, actually, that was North Dakota was my last stop. Then when I was 8, we moved to Minnesota, and then I stayed there till I graduated high school. And then I've been in North Dakota ever since.
Minnesota, little Canada.
Yep.
I was I spent a year in Kansas. It's been 6 years now since I've been there, and it was a long year. Let's just put it that way. It was a very long year I was there. I had a contract for a year to work the job I was at, and that was a very long year. I was happy to get back to Northeast Ohio after that.
I bet. I mean,
so I went from Ohio to Alabama to Kansas back to Ohio. Wow. So I basically I did a little triangle shape there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ohio. Yeah.
Yep.
Crossing through a lot of states.
Yep. I went through a lot of states to get there, and
well, it was like I was if Tadpole ever gets his ass back in here, him going to Arizona. When I was there, I was out in Scottsdale, and the company I worked for, the gal we had they had awards for top producer either by money or by units. We had one girl who was the top, who was in both. I had the top units, and some girl from Minnesota was the top as far as revenue.
Yeah.
So I wanted to actually meet her because we were kind of going head to head until the year ended. And then when I had met her, she was like Arizona was like something totally different because Minnesota, she was like, I'm not used to 60 degrees is really warm for us.
Oh yeah, it's like I worked at a sperm bank once. I was the top producer for the longest time.
I bet.
Yeah, that's like I was like, hey, we need something cranked out. I just hey, I'm your man. I'll crank it out.
That's not work where you're concerned.
Well, my arm was getting tired, man. I mean,
I always wondered.
I'll tell you what, I had great forearm strength from bowling.
Yeah. I always wondered if the receptionist at the sperm bank, when you leave, does she say, thank you, come again?
You ever see that movie? Yeah, remember we did that movie, Night Patrol? Yeah. And there was that girl on the line. And he goes, excuse me, miss, you really shouldn't be here. She had her donation in her mouth.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to take another quick break here. It's top of the hour, 10 o'clock. You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show on the SKO Radio Network. We'll be right back.
Happy birthday, Scotty.
Aye. Is it your birthday?
Well, with what we're about to beam on board, it might as well be. Am I right?
Aye, sir.
All right, then. Energize.
She's a beauty. Looks just like the other ones.
Are you blind, Doctor? Can't you see the improvements? Power distribution has improved, the battery charge has increased, the body is streamlined, and light too. Here, surely you feel the weight difference. You've found one of these before.
Apparently, not enough.
I'm a doctor, not a sniper.
Well, someday you may need to be both.
You make an excellent point, Mr. Scott. Contact the practice range on Deck 4 and let them know that our good doctor will be coming down to qualify with his new weapon.
But I'm gonna remember this on your next physical.
You are listening to the Some Kind of Radio Show here on the SKO Radio Network. Call now. The number's 330-871-4422. Again, that's 330-871-4422. Now here's Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
All right, hour number 3 here on Some Kind of Radio Show here on the SKO Radio Network. Earl McCune, along with Tony the Comedy Killer. Secret Asian Ben is masturbating in my office as we speak. He was looking at pictures he found in my office of naked chicks, and he's very excited. He's jerking one off. I told him just clean up the mess. And our sales manager, Melissa's with us tonight. She's joining us in the studio. Matter of fact, she'll be back in there. Matter of fact, she is there. She is right now.
Timing couldn't be better.
She's gracing us with her presence here in the Rising Star studio. And right now is going to begin the weekly edition of our
brew review.
The brew review, the SKO beer review, brew review, however you want to do it, however you want to call it. We're going to put this right.
And you got a deuce, as they say in the hood.
That's right. I got a deuce. We're going to set that there. I'm going to face this camera here so I can be up close and personal with our watchers on Scorers TV. All right, tonight's brew review beer. This is called Rogue Paradise Pucker.
Ben, pull up your pants.
Damn, Ben. He was masturbating. Now he's all worn out now because he's masturbated in the office. It's ale brewed with natural passion fruit, orange, and guava flavors.
Okay,
and a little bit about
it's kind of like a shandy.
Yeah, it's done. It says Rogue Brewery. It says Dare, Risk, Dream at the top of the bottle, and it's got some lips on it. Ooh, mama. Okay, never mind. It's the most excitement I get around here.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, hey, I got to do something. Anyway, 6.5%. It's 6% alcohol by volume.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. So let's crack it open here and see what we got.
Is it something you're going to want to drink the entire deuce of?
We're going to find out here. We're going to give it the first pour here. Take a look. Nice, really light golden color. Looks like an ale. Or a lager.
It almost reminds me of like what am I thinking? Blue Moon.
That's what it looks like, yeah. Here you go. Anyone want to take a crack at that? Be my guest.
Bit of a Sipper.
Why don't we get some cups? You want some of it? You want to try it? Well, all right, let's get.
It looks really nice.
We'll get some cups.
Let me go get some.
Yeah, get some of the
red ones.
Reds or styrofoams. Let's everyone get a little sample of this thing here.
Red Solo cup.
Yep. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, we got the brew review happening right now. Let's see. So yeah, I mean, let me see. First smell, it smells good. It smells really good, actually.
With all that stuff in it, does it actually smell like a beer?
It does smell like a beer. I mean, you can definitely get the aromas of the fruit in it. I mean, it's not like overly powerful. Then you want to try it? No, you know. Okay.
He doesn't like
Ben
drinking beer with
doesn't want to
flavor.
try beer. Is he really sick?
He only likes Bud Light. That's Ben. That's as adventurous as Ben gets. All right.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. One sip. We're gonna take a sip and we're gonna give it a score. Ooh, I don't know.
I don't know about this.
I don't know
Why
about
is it
that
every
either.
time I try some of these beers in your beer review, they suck?
That's very sour.
I mean,
Yeah.
Tell us what it tastes like. What's it taste like to you? Tastes like a tangerine, yeah. It's very, very sour. It's a very sour beer. I'll take one more sip, and that's probably about it.
What tangerines do you get that are sour?
It definitely is. It's
Well, they call it pucker power. I mean, it's a pucker. It's called pucker.
pucker up when you drink.
It's definitely a pucker beer.
I'd give it about a 1.8.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's almost as bad as Leffy.
Luffy was worse. I think Luffy was even.
So it's not worth the money you spent on it?
This was
Holy.
it was $7 for this for a bottle of beer.
It's like eating a Sour Patch Kid, but a
Bottle
whole.
of beer, I thought at most they'd be like $1.50.
No, $7.
It's a 22-ounce beer.
Oh my God, you people are crazy!
Oh, yeah. Try eating like the sourest candy you can, and
It tastes like a Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah, but you have like 10 cartons worth. Holy hell, dude!
I'm gonna say it's a 2.3 tops.
Yeah, I gave it like a 1.8.
Yeah, you give it a 1.8. What would you score it, Melissa? 1 out of 10. Decimal points are allowed. What do you think? Not even. She's like 0.
I would say, I mean, right when you take a sip, you're like, ooh, and then right after.
Oh, it's that. No, the aftertaste gets you. Like it's just so. It's a very. It tastes like a. That's what it tastes like.
Ugh, rotten.
It just tastes. It tastes. It's not good.
It's one of those.
You give it about 2.2.
I give it a 2. I gave it a 2.3. You gave it 2.2.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to go any higher on my score. My score stands. Not good beer. I mean, it's not good. I mean, now if you like fruity stuff, you might like it. But it's not even fruity. It's just puckery. It's advertised. It says it right on the thing, pucker.
Yeah.
So it's a pucker beer, but I'd never, ever in a million years think it would be that sour.
Would you like
bring back that Elvis beer?
Would you like a 10-cent refund?
Oh, we get a 10-cent refund on the bottle?
CA cash refund.
Oh, in California.
Yes, deposit. You have to pay deposit on glass bottles in some states.
Yeah.
Now, do they make you do that in New York there, Ellie?
Yep.
Okay, because like on the
Yeah, but I think that's mostly because there are a lot of people who just go bottle picking because they really need money.
Yeah.
And some people can make like $50 a day. So
Yeah.
anybody who buys it, they have to pay that 5-cent deposit. And there's also tax on the deposit.
Yep.
Right.
Because you remember.
Hi guys.
Oh, hey Jason, how you doing?
Hi Jason.
How's Jason today?
I just tried calling a few minutes ago. No one answered, and I went back to Facebook Live, and I thought I'd call again.
Yeah, we were doing that. We were doing that beer review real quick. So what's going on? What's going on, Jason?
I'm going to a company picnic tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that sounds like fun.
Actually,
good. I hope you pig out.
It's a winery. Actually, not the whole company. I work at the University of Akron. It's just the people that work at the Rod's Cafe. You know where that's at.
Yep,
sure do.
Yeah, let's go and be at the Norton Winery, so if it rains, we can move the picnic inside. You know how the winery is? You ever been at one? At the one in Norton?
Been there once.
You could either eat out, but you could either eat outside or inside. You
Right.
know what I'm talking
Yep,
about?
sure do, man.
My niece's 25th birthday party is that one, but anyways, yeah, I listened to Sugar saying today, I listened to replay of that ham show. I didn't know you used to be in the CB radio. I used to talk on a lot in the 2000s. Did you live around here when you talked on the CB?
Oh, yeah, I'm born and raised in Akron, Jason, so yeah.
Did you talk on Channel 17?
I was on, let's see, I was on 21 a lot. I did Channel 21, a little bit on 17 every now and then, yeah. But I was usually on, I was usually on 21.
Yeah, I can name off some handles you may know that were cool. I just I lived in Kenmore and I talked to some people, Kenmore people, you know, people all over in the, you know, in the Akron, northeastern Ohio area, just in the 30-mile radius.
Right.
And sometimes when it was good, I had someone tell me, "Oh, I heard you guys all talk all the way at Cleveland." There was a group of elderly people. I don't know if they still do. I haven't had my radio hooked up for you. They would talk every morning on Channel 13.
Oh, really? Okay.
And, yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
It's been, Jason, it's been like 20 years since I was on the CB, so, I mean, that's about the... I did a lot of it between 96 and 2000, and I kind of stopped around 2000.
Well, see, then I got in about a year after you got out of it. I got into it about 2001.
Okay.
And I was into it heavy to about 2009, almost about 8 years real heavy into it. I talked to about a bunch of people, and I went to coffee breaks. How I got into it, I was one of the dummies that falls for Y2K, and I'm like, I told my mom, if we have to get separated, we're gonna have to get our hands on some TV walkie-talkies so we can communicate when the power down. And Y2K came and went. My brother borrowed it because he moved to Indiana. I took it back, and then I started fooling around with it. And it's on standby. And they told me, they said they said you need to get, these one guy said you need to get a basin antenna. And then I got a basin antenna. I'm up for talking all over the Kenmore, all over northeastern Ohio. I have my hand license, but those radios are expensive. I got one now. It's not that good, so I'm gonna have to buy new HF radio. I may buy a CB today, but if I do that, I'll buy it straight from the factory because I don't want to lose my handshake.
Right.
I just don't trust buying CBUs.
Right. I don't blame you. When I got mine, I got a hand-me-down that was my dad's that I first used, and then I put it was basically just a mobile, and I put that in my pickup truck at the time. Then I bought myself another mobile, but I used it as a base unit. It had sideband on it and everything, and I had one of those Antron 99 antennas in my backyard. And I had one of those, and I had pretty good signal strength on that thing, and I really enjoyed it. Then I had one of the microphones with the Roger beeps in it and everything. I had a lot of fun with it back in the day, but then I started working, and I just never had time for it anymore, so I sold all my stuff off.
You know who was in the CB radio, and when Angelo Bowios that talks on the FM station.
Oh, yeah.
I asked her, she didn't have, she goes on, she just had a mobile when she was in college because I guess, I don't know, she went, you know how when you're in college you go on those road trips.
Oh, sure.
She would get on that talk to the truck drivers or whatever.
Oh God, I used to love that thing on a long trip, because I used to like to turn on 19 and listen to the truckers, and that would actually keep me entertained anytime I had to do a long trip. It was very entertaining to listen to it. But now, if I'm on a long trip, I just throw on a bunch of podcasts and I listen to podcasts. Those are with the tune app.
Now you got Facebook and Twitter.
Oh, you got tons of stuff.
Kind of replacing CB radio.
Oh, sure.
Because even Facebook had the food coffee breaks. On
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
WNIR has like a fan page.
Yeah.
They have like I went some of their get-togethers, and it's just like a CB coffee break, only it's a Facebook get-together.
Right.
And and the other thing I think's gonna replace CB radios, that online gaming. Because my nephew's in that, you can talk to people all over the place, and so, and the thing is with Facebook and social media, you can get kicked off just like a hand. You can lose your license for CB. It's like you can have to say all you want if you don't have your ticket. But yeah, I've listened to that guy. He seems like a nice guy.
Pat's pretty good. Pat's knowledgeable.
He's a member.
He's president of
He's a member of the.
He's actually the president of the Cuyahoga Falls Ham Radio Club. Pat, who does our Sunday show, Saturday show.
I know. So one of the members helped me get my extra class. I didn't think I could pass it.
Yeah.
And he said, I do CDs, take the technicians I know. This one guy goes, go online and answer these questions, and it would tell you what you got wrong, and it would re-give you the ones that you got wrong over and over. I went twice, and second time I passed it, I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, that's what I'm gonna get. I got the money, I'll save up, but it's the matter of cutting down. I gotta get the radio and all that. Then once I get the radio, I got 2 megahertz. Then might purchase a CB from the factory. Put that up, make sure everything's all legal. Then I can promote. But anyways, how are you guys getting new shows coming out? What's coming out down the line?
Well, we got a new podcast that is sending us their shows weekly now, and they started sending us them last Saturday. They got a new one they sent me just tonight. I'm going to put it on the rotation for tomorrow. It's called Drinks with Larry. They're like an hour and a half long podcast, and we're gonna air them tomorrow.
Yeah,
we're gonna air them from 7 o'clock till like 8:30 tomorrow night. As far as new shows, I'm still talking with people that are interested in doing shows. We got a couple new ones going to be starting around June, so we'll look out for those. We'll announce more of those as they come out. I've got bringing in some more folks to discuss coming on and filling in some more spots. So I mean, we just got to get all the just got to get all the spots filled. We're still got spots to fill, obviously. So we got more shows coming. Just don't want to announce, I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but we do got more shows coming. Definitely got more shows coming.
Did your listenership gone up since?
Yes.
Have you guys got more listeners?
Yes, we've increased quite a bit. We're gaining steadily a little bit each week. I mean, I think we pick up about 20 or 30 new ones a week. I mean, that's about where we're at. And but that's a steady trend. We're gaining 20 to 30 new ones a week. I mean, this is how it is. Internet radio. We haven't really promoted the hell out of it yet. We got a promotion campaign we're getting ready to launch here in June. So we're going to be doing a lot of promoting. Starting 1st of June.
Did you get that lock-free locks out?
It's
because if you get down the lock-free, oh my goodness.
We're still talking with them. We did have one thing. We do have one thing locked up, but I don't want to announce it till the contract's signed on Monday. So I'll announce that next week. But we have another promotional thing locked up with something downtown that's been pretty much locked in as of today. I can't announce it yet. They asked me not to until after Monday. So I'll talk more about that next week.
Yeah. Well, I think as time goes on, I see the future radio. You're gonna see more internet stations come about.
Absolutely.
As the millennials are turning, and I even told someone from the FM station that said, you gotta keep an eye out because, I'm listening for these millennials are turning to these internet stations. I mean, they're on TuneIn, but I said, you gotta keep.
The best comparison. The best comparison I tell people ask me what internet radio is. I tell people compare it to cable TV, because cable TV you can get away with saying stuff on cable TV you can't get on broadcast television. Internet radio is the same way. You can get away with saying things on internet radio you can't say on broadcast radio. So that's the comparison I tell people when I try to compare it to, when I give people something to compare to. I say, hey, you know what? Compare internet radio to satellite radio or cable television, because The difference with us though is you don't have to pay for us like internet or like satellite radio, which you have to pay for subscription services. We're free, but you can get the same types of content with us.
Have you ever listened to the paid radio music stations on your cable TV or satellite TV? They're on the way upper channel.
I've checked them out. I haven't really sat there and just listened to them. I mean, I've checked them out, obviously.
Well, I used to be into it before I got my Wi-Fi radio.
Right.
Because before then, it's like you had to sit next to your PC to listen to an internet station.
Right.
But where you can't listen to music stations, you can just go on your upper channels on your TV, and it's like at Sinsel on a contract with DirecTV, so I went up and I come across these stocks right at some stations and like, oh boy, they're saying stuff that made Sam Pipe look like an angel. I mean, they're saying all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Every station's different. I mean, every station operates different with their own rules and protocols. We allow a little bit more edgy stuff here, but I mean, every station's different. I mean, we try to be as different as we can from other ones. So I mean, it's it is what it is.
Paid XM radio. I mean, DirecTV has. I think they still have a contract. I haven't gone up there since I got my Wi-Fi radio years ago. But those talk stations, oh boy, they say stuff you can't say on regular radio.
That's true.
I went to Virgin that day, and I told my boss at the time I was working, I said, yeah, I got these top paid radio stations that come through my TV. It said, I told my boss, he said, yeah, they can say pretty much anything. And I told my mom, I said, you wouldn't even want to know what's coming through the swamp at some channel.
Right. Well, one promise I can make about this station is that we will never ever ask our listeners for money, ever. We will never ever in a million years ask our listeners for money for this station. It'll never happen here. We will never do it.
They were asking for people for money. They were saying all these cuss words.
I know, but I'm just saying. What I'm saying in general. I mean, we'll never ask someone to pay a subscription fee for listening to any of our shows or anything like that. We're not doing that. We make our revenue. Our revenue comes in from merchandise, which we're getting ready to launch, and our advertising sales, which is already underway. So that's where our revenue stream is, and that's where it's going to stay.
Well, so there's always saying never say never, because I know.
I'll shut this thing. I'll shut this thing down before I have to ask for money from a listener. I mean, that's just the way I feel about it. If I have to ask for money from listeners, we don't need to be here. Right. That's the way I look about it.
Right.
If I have to ask a listener to donate money to keep me afloat, I'll shut this thing down.
Right.
But we're not in that shape. We're not in that condition. We're not going to be in that condition. So, because, that's just how we are.
I'm just helping you ride.
No, I won't.
I'm helping.
Jason, I'll close the doors here before I would do that. I mean, that's just the honest truth. if it gets to a point where I can't afford to operate anymore, and if I have to ask people to listen to this station and pay, I will shut the doors and I'll close it up and say, hey, it failed. But if it gets to that point, if it ever did, I wouldn't even hesitate. I would say, if I had to do that, I'd shut the doors. I mean, that'd be the thing I would do personally. But
I don't, me personally, there's nothing illegal or more for, and I mean, PBS does that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see,
well, PBS, well, you got to remember, PBS is a nonprofit. PBS is a nonprofit organization.
Their viewers send them donations to keep them going.
Right, because they're a nonprofit. Like businesses like us and a couple other internet radio stations are around, we're all for profit. So we can't legally ask for donations. It's against the law. It's actually against the law to do that. You cannot do that legally. I talked to an attorney about it. No, it's not, because you're a for-profit business. It's a for-profit business. Like if you were a nonprofit, you can get donations. But if you are a for-profit, it is against the law to ask for donations to keep yourself going or what. It's against the law. And I know that because I spoke to attorneys about it. Because I was looking at ways to fund this place, because I have the funding for this place. So that's not an issue here. We got the funding to last us for quite a number of years ahead. I mean, we're funded for a while. But if I ever came to a point where I had to get to that point, I would shut the doors. I mean, I'm just saying, if I couldn't afford to keep this place running, between advertising revenue and whatever I have to put in to keep it going, I will shut the doors. I mean, I'm just being straight with everybody. That's what I would do in a second. Because I'm not going to go to my listeners and say, hey, I don't want your money. I don't want the listeners' money.
Now, I know religious programs do that all the time.
No, because they want to benefit their church. They want to benefit their church.
Yeah. Well,
see, churches can do that because they're not, Well, the church, usually a church program isn't usually on a radio broadcast. They're not actually employees of the station. They're paying for airtime. So they need the donations because they do it as a, they're considered, they have a 501c3, they're nonprofit. So they're allowed to take donations, and that's how legally they can do that and take a donation, and they can use that to pay for their airtime and help their church. Like it's a for-profit business, like SKO Radio per se, like we are, we can't legally get on there and ask for donations. We can't do a GoFundMe or for something like you can't do that. I mean, it's just it's completely illegal. It's 100% illegal because it's you're a for-profit business. You can't do it. But
then I'm not saying, but I know an internet station that does that.
I do too, and I'm not going to go there, Jason. I'm not mentioning that. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Nope.
But all right, Jason, we got to run the break, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna plug my phone in, and then I'm gonna listen to you guys. I got company picnic to go to.
All right.
I got to purchase a pie. I'll probably get it from the. Well, I'm not going to say it.
No, I know. That's all good. All right, Jason, you have a good night, buddy. Keep listening. We got some Star Trek Continues clips to play still, so tune in for those. All right, it's 9:39. We do need to take a break, and we'll be back here on some kind of radio show here on the SKO Radio Network.
Okay, I got it.
Main brain stand by.
Sorry.
Main bridge. Spock, if you mess this up, I swear to God.
88-H, take 2, mark.
Action!
Who's the hot Russian babe behind?
Does this panel open?
Who's that man?
Security!
I hope you remember your simulator sessions.
What stimulator sessions?
Oh
my.
Deflector's at 80%. Is that good?
I think so. Deflector's at 80%.
One more?
What?
Alright.
What?
Sorry.
This is like it's like this Alfred Hitchcock shot of that.
Okay.
Is that it?
Nope. Where?
It's
Live long and prosper. Spock.
Peace.
3, 2, 1.
Dismissed.
Oh God.
Cheers.
Jim, I dropped a board in the hallway.
Critical hit on the Congo, sir.
What the hell is he doing? And hell, you know the guy.
Rolling. Amanda's head's off the top of her, so that.
Can you shorten up? Just kidding.
A little too far there, Nicola.
That was the
No.
Cool. Come here, Mr. Director. Quite expected.
I didn't know that was a requirement.
Excuse me.
There you go.
Wow, Matt.
Jeez. Go back.
And action.
Keep at it. Maintain barrage.
Okay, Vic, let's get another one. Maintain barrage.
Keep at it. Maintain barrage.
Captain, that course will bring us straight into the barrier, without our shields.
Have your orders.
Sorry. Let's try one with barrage.
All right. Keep at it. Maintain barrage.
Very good. Let's just get the word barrage.
You say barrage, I say barrage.
Can someone please get me a pillow?
Should have.
Another pillow and a freshly squeezed pomegranate juice, please.
Action.
Jim. Jim. I made an emotional decision. Had I been in your place, Spock, I'd throw myself out the airlock.
Action.
You broke the ship.
I got this from a souvenir shop on Kronos. Pointy. Here is my bed.
Barrier, what do you mean? Spock's been compromised.
Captain, I've been compromised.
Told you.
I like to read comics in this position in the evenings before Kirk gets off, or before my shift ends.
Mr. Sulu, can you do this? I felt the shoulder roll coming on.
I believe in miracles. There's gonna be fan fiction.
You sexy thing. And now spoon him.
I can hear what you're thinking, Elise. But you're wrong. My underwear is pink.
I win the poll, everybody. Keep rolling.
Loving you is easy cause Commander Spock will more than likely be killed in this endeavor. So anyone who wants anything from his quarters should wait at least an hour.
No, Barbara. If only we could know that for sure.
You are listening to the Some Kind of Radio Show here on the SKO Radio Network. Call now. The number's 330-871-4422. Again, that's 330-871-4422. Now here's Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
Make a wish. It's 11:11. All right, we're back on Some Kind of Radio Show. Final hour tonight, hour number 4. We'll be here until midnight. Give us a call if you'd like to join in. 330-871-4422. And we're here live again, like I said, until midnight. Give us a call. Tony's cracking open a monster. He's gearing up for his overnight escapades. We never did touch on your sexual escapades and your Uber rides here tonight, Tony. Now's a good time.
Now's a good time. It's after 11 o'clock, the last hour of the show.
Yeah.
So.
Sexual escapades with Tony. We need to come up with a theme for you. Just for sexual escapades.
It's been a slow few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm going to kind of miss it because it's like, come summer, it's a much more grown-up adult crowd that I cart around instead of the mid-20s crowd.
Yeah, you like the mid-20s crowd, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, I feel I can still kind of connect with them.
Right.
And I'm probably the only person out there that doesn't look my age.
Mm-hmm.
People would meet me and they wouldn't guess I'm turning 45 this year. And people are like, okay, well, how? And I'm like, well, I've never had kids, which is a big thing. I'm like, and... Now, if I grew my beard in, I would have some gray. But, that's why I've been clean-shaven the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Instead of, because I've noticed that instead of just one here, I'm growing like a face full of gray. I start looking like Chris Christopherson.
That's what's happening here. If you look at mine, I mean, I had one here, one there. Now it's just all turning white, every bit of it.
Well,
I'm getting it on the side. I'm getting the little scraggly grays here, a few in my head, I figure another couple of years I'll be gray. I'll have that old and distinguished look, I guess.
Well, I know who can
look better from a distance. Still,
I know who we can blame that on, but she's not here.
Oh, thank God. Yeah. Well, that's why she's not here. Thank God. The gray is I used to have really thick hair too back in the day. It was really, really thick. Yeah, it ain't no more.
Well, it's like you saw my buddy that was in here week and a half or a week ago on my sports show.
Yeah.
He's 6 years younger than I am.
Okay, so he's younger than me too then.
Yeah, he's younger than and he's balled back to here.
Oh yeah.
And that's just like I remember when I first met him and I thought he was older than I was and he told me his age and I'm like,
I thought he was older than you too.
Yeah. No, he's
older. He's younger than me.
Yeah, he's younger than you.
and we're old.
Yeah, I think he's a year younger than you. Let's see here. Actually, scratch that. Because you turned 40 in January.
I turned 40 in January, yes.
He turned 40 last September.
So he's just a little older than me.
So he's a few months older than you.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha.
But yeah, it was just when I first met him, and I'm like, wow, it's just... Because, I went to school with one kid who was already starting to ball back there by the time he was like 18, 19 years old.
I had a few friends like that.
And I'm like, wow.
Yeah. That's... If I start balding like that, I'll just shave it all off.
Yeah, that's what I've got a little thinness up here, but it stayed that way for 5 or 6 years.
Right. Well, I was cutting it really short for a couple years there. I was damn near buzzing it off, and then I was like, God, I just want to grow some hair out, and I grew it back basically about the time we opened this place up. And it's like, just want some hair to grow again, just something I can comb. Run my hair, hands through it or whatever,
I keep mine short just because when I wake up in the morning, I don't want to have to...
That way when I'm going down, I want, some hair pulls, but actually, the women are... Never mind.
Can't do that here.
I can't, I'm not even getting that anymore, so...
Well, you know what I really laugh my ass off at are the guys that grow, what do they call them, the hipster beards?
Yeah.
We got the guy at the DD place that I go to. He's works in back in transportation, and he's normally it's behind the glass, and he lets me in, opens up the door when I get there, and then I find like he came out walking out through, and he's not even keeping it up. He's just like he just like threw the razor and the beard trimmer in the trash, and said, "Well, just have at it." But but it's not even all the way up here. It's kind of like down here. And I sit there and I finally saw him, and I was like, "Oh, Captain Nemo! I didn't see the Nautilus docked outside."
Yeah.
Because that's what it reminds me of. Is like Captain Nemo, just letting it. And I just think those hipster beards just look like so stupid.
All right, now, ladies listening right now, here's a poll question for the last hour for the ladies.
Yeah.
Women, clean shaven or beards? What do you prefer? That's a good call.
Clean or
it depends.
It depends.
Is this a guy I'm kissing
Yeah.
or just looking at?
Well, if it's a guy, you're whatever. I mean, if it's a guy, you got to say you find romantically attractive and you want to, kissing. Okay.
Clean shaving, because I ain't getting that rash where my lips swell up and people act like you did something else. But looking at, there are some people who really should not shave it off. Earl.
What are you trying to tell me, Ellie? I look better with the beard?
You look so different with it off than when you do on.
Yeah.
The one that's on, it looks like it's you. It's Earl McCune.
Mm-hmm.
When it's off, there are times I have to look. Is that really Earl?
I've had the facial hair for so long. I mean, there's a few times a year I might shave it off for just a brief stint, just to kind of change it up for a minute. But most of the time, 90% of the time, I like to at least have the goatee. But I mean, I've been keeping this little thin beard going here for about the last couple months now, and I like it. People seem to say it looks good on me. So
I mean, I had
Yeah, and I also think of really gross shit when I see a beard. Like you said before.
Yeah.
How do I put this?
Some beards are freaking nasty.
Oral sex on a woman.
Some beards are freaking nasty. And now there's guys I know.
Guys, don't wash it.
There's guys I know. I mean, there's a guy I work with. He has the most. You met him,
Brent.
He has the most scraggly looking, fucking disgusting beard I've ever seen, and he's proud of it. It looks like I was like, dude, it's like a ZZ Top beard from my ass crack. I mean,
looks like
really,
pubes.
it looks like pubes. It's just stringy and disgusting, and the thing smells.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's some people just if you don't take care of your beard, why have the damn thing? I know some people are lazy and don't like to shave. Here's the thing. I hate to shave. Don't get me wrong. I fucking hate to shave. But there gets a point where I have to trim and I have to shave because it just drives me nuts. Like, this is probably the longest I get. So this is probably the longest you'll see this beard, because I cannot stand that bushy feeling. It just is uncomfortable as hell. I don't like how it feels. Now, like right now, I don't even feel it now.
Yeah, it doesn't faze you now, but
right. But when it gets just a little longer, you feel it, and I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, like Alexis Mathers just said. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I won't say that, but yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Poontang pie smelling beards.
Yeah.
That's a disgusting thought.
That is really
well, see, what I used to do for years and years until it started growing into gray was, how there's No Shave November, right?
Right.
I would, because like if I went to Kent and did Halloween for my birthday in late October, we would, I would obviously be clean shaven for whatever costume I was doing.
Yeah.
And then after that, I would just quit shaving. I didn't trim nothing. And
oh god, I gotta trim it. I mean, I trim this thing like every 3 days. I mean, I'll shave this out every 2.
Yeah.
And then I'll trim every 3, just because I hate to. If I shave every day, I get sensitive skin and I break out.
Yeah,
if I shave too
can't
much.
use shaving cream at all.
Yeah.
I get a real bad rash in my face. I just use hot water and a 3-blade razor. It works for me.
Yeah.
Shave as soon as I get out of the shower. My skin's still.
Oh yeah, you get out of the shower. It's soft and pliable and everything. Yeah, that's usually when I shave too. Is right out of the shower.
So what I was doing would be over winter. I would just quit shaving in November. My beard will grow in quick.
Yeah.
It only takes me a couple of weeks to grow in a good full beard.
Yeah, me too. If I just let this go now for 2 weeks, I'd have a big thick beard.
Yeah.
I mean, my facial hair grows so fast.
And then it finally got around to it when I was engaged. I think what was the early part of 2014? I was just letting it grow and grow and grow, and I wasn't trimming it.
Right.
And because that was when Bray Wyatt made his debut. And I was getting fairly long like Bray Wyatt.
That beard's just disgusting as hell.
And what I wanted to do is potentially, because at the time work had no policy on our beards, we were allowed to have them because I don't prepare or handle food.
Right.
I handle pop, I handle snacks or whatever, but since I don't do any kind of food prep, I'm good.
Yeah.
And I was letting it grow out because I was hoping for Halloween to go out and dress as Bray Wyatt.
Right.
I'm stocky like he is. I could have pulled the costume off.
Oh, you could have pulled it off.
I found the fedora and everything. So I was going to do that, and it got to the point to where I could actually comb it. Like people comb their hair.
That's long.
So But I would wash it. I would use shampoo on my beard and.
Oh, that's what I do with mine too.
Yeah.
I mean, because I get to a point. My like I said, my skin gets so dried out.
Yeah.
So I have to use like dandruff shampoo on my face.
Yeah.
You know, just so I don't. Because if I don't use that.
Thank you. I
If-
love that when guys shampoo it.
Yeah,
that's what I did.
Because here's the thing: if I use regular shampoo, it dries out, and I start getting that real flaky looking skin there, and it looks disgusting, like I got a skin disease or something. So I gotta use a dandruff shampoo on it, because if not, it's the only thing that keeps my face, like when I have facial hair, clear of like the dry skin. Because if you do one of these, you just see this, just looks like absolute shit. So I gotta keep dandruff shampoo.
So I eventually, trimmed most of it down.
Right.
And then it got warm enough, so I trimmed everything off but the goatee.
Right.
And my goatee ended up getting probably about yay long.
That's long.
And and my boss had tried saying something at work about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's got really long hair. He's probably got about a foot after he ponytails it off. He's 5 years older than I am. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, you've got your long hair pulled back. I was like, I'll rubber band my goatee. So sure enough, I had a little rubber band, and that's how I wore it at work. And when I got off work, throw the rubber band out and let it go. But I still shampooed it for a while, and then I trimmed it. But I didn't have the goatee up here. I just had it just off my chin, like a traditional goatee. And I would, and I came into work one time and had somebody braid it. And I've seen guys who've had a goatee to where it braided.
Oh God, I saw a commercial. It's one of them online commercials that the Beard Club, and that guy's got like that long gray beard, and he's like putting that beard oil on his. He goes, if you don't get lucky using this stuff, and it's like, dude, you ain't getting lucky.
Or Seamus.
The guy looks like he's 70 fucking years old too. Like, are you kidding me?
Or hell, Seamus when he did the Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Yeah.
You remember he still does the spiked red mohawk.
Yeah.
But he had the 4 little braids on his beard.
Yeah. Nose piercing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he had that all going there for a
He had his, his septum pierce.
Yeah.
Is what they call it.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I've seen like my buddy Vic had his beard had let his beard grow out, but he works as a welder, so they changed their standards to where he had to trim it up, but he was just like letting it grow big and long and fluffy, and he had this little shirt that's had these different levels according to how long your beard was, and one of them was like wizard or something.
Oh
like
Jesus!
that.
Yeah, it gets to a certain point with myself, and like I said, I can't go much longer than this, or it just drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Because it just starts to get itch. I was like, screw this. Like right here where it's at, it's just fine. If I can keep it like around this length, I'm good with it. But any longer than this, if I let it go another 3 or 4 days, it starts driving me nuts. By Monday or Tuesday, if I let it go, we're going out of my mind.
Well, see, that's the difference. Like you see me tonight, I shaved probably about 24 hours ago. Then you see me on Wednesday night, how scraggly I look.
Oh yeah, you look like you look pretty rough on Wednesdays.
Yeah, but just because I only shave once a week, I'd rather just I hate it.
I hate shaving, but
I can't use an electric razor. It just doesn't work on me.
Me either, because my beard stubble, it's especially with the gray, because that stuff's like. The gray is almost like steel. You know what I mean?
Steel wool.
It's like steel wool. Trying to cut steel wool, it just doesn't cut. And it's like, good, I can't use that, so I get the like those triple blade razors, and I get the sensitive skin shaving cream, and then I got to put a lotion on afterwards, or my skin's so sensitive as it is, I break out easily on anything anyway. My skin is so freaking sensitive.
Yeah, I'll shave right out of the shower, Thursday night, and then I'm good, pretty much all weekend. I start looking a little scraggly maybe on Sunday, but other than that, I'm fine. And I'm like, but it's just like tried the electric razor thing. Even bought a nice one that didn't work, and then I don't want to buy like a 5-blade razor because it's like, okay, I might get a closer shave, But you look at the price of the refill cartridges.
Oh, they're ridiculous.
I buy the little Schick 3-blade Extreme 3 razors, and I'm getting like 4 razors for $6, which is fine. But a razor's going to last me 2 months. So I'm only shaving once a week.
Yeah, I usually, like I said, I'm shaving 3 days. Usually 3 days a week I shave.
Yeah.
And I didn't today. I just said, fuck it, today is my day off. So I didn't shave today. I'll shave tomorrow.
How people can use a Bic one-blade razor is beyond me.
Screw that. I'll shave. Yeah, I'll shave tomorrow because I go to work tomorrow, so I'll shave tomorrow. It's just, I still gotta shave and at least still make myself presentable. I mean, even my job, my regular job, and even doing this job, I'm not really seen.
Yeah.
So it's not really a matter of what I look like, but just a sense of looking cleanly, being clean. I mean, I gotta at least do something. Like I'm overdue for a haircut right now so bad. I got to get a haircut. Matter of fact, I'm going to schedule one this week. Now that I know my schedule for next week, I'm going to get myself a haircut.
Go see Ben's lady friend.
No, I got a barber right up the road.
I was going to say, the guy I go to is on Goodyear Boulevard.
Guy I use is right up the road, literally a minute and a half up the road, right by the grocery store.
Yeah.
And he's really good. So.
I mean, you get your barber, and it's just
I go to a professional barber.
Barber, one of these chain places.
Yeah, and they give you the neck shave, and they trim you with the hot lather and everything, and the straight razor, and there's nothing that beats that, And just going to the barber shop, and you come out and you smell good, you feel good, like, hey, I feel like a new man. I like doing that. I haven't gone. I usually like to go once a month because my hair on the top of my head doesn't grow real fast. So, but so I can wait for another couple weeks. I want to shave. I want to definitely get a haircut before I go to vacation.
Yeah,
it's gonna be hot as balls out there. But I'm probably gonna get a haircut this week, just because screw it. I just gotta get a haircut. I need one.
Yeah, it's still within a week of vacation anyway.
Yeah, I look like shit right now. My hair. I'm one of those wash and go hair guys anyway. I kind of wash it, run my fingers through because it's. Let's just be honest. I'm 40 years old. It's thinning. I'm getting older. I can't escape it much longer. It's thinning out, so I can't do a whole lot with it. When I try to comb it back, I actually look older. If I let it, I do. I mean, I look like a 50-year-old man if I comb it a certain way. Because my hair is just so thin, so I mean, it's like I just do the wash and go and throw it around and let it lay. Because if I don't, if I do the comb it back and just try to style it, my hair's so thin.
Yeah.
And I just can't do much with it right now. So I'm probably about another year again from now. I'll probably end up just buzzing it back off and saying, hell with it, it's going anyway. So, but whatever, it is what it is, and I'm not gonna.
Hey, I have a question, if it's okay.
You can ask anything you want, Ellie.
How do you guys and how do women feel about manscaping?
Oh, you got to manscape. I do.
What's your definition of it?
Well, I trim my
stuff.
My stuff. Yeah, I trim it down because you don't want looking like a briar patch. I mean, not that anyone's fucking looking at it anymore, but.
No, but you gotta trim it because it can get caught in the zipper. No.
Yeah.
Oh, it can. I mean, if it really but I mean, if I let mine go, it looks like buckwheat's head. I mean, it's just shit flies. But no, my shit now is pretty trimmed. I trim my stuff about every 2 weeks. I get with the clippers and got to shave in certain spots. And got to make it look good. I mean, not that it ever looks good, but
women do what you guys should do it.
Yeah, I do it. I do it.
But not bald.
No, not bald. Bald looks like shit. No, I not bald. It's just nice and trim. It's a nice trim. It's not it's not scraggly. It's not bald. If I went bald, I'd look like a little boy, and I don't want to do that.
No.
But it's just it's neatly organized.
A lot of guys feel that way about women too.
Oh, I've seen.
I don't.
Let me tell you something. I hooked up with this. Matter of fact, before we go to break, a number of years ago, I hooked up with this girl, and we got another call real quick here. But I'll finish my story after the call. I guess we'll take the call real quick. Some kind of radio show. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
I'd like to trim my stuff too.
Well, that's good to know.
Right.
Who is this?
This is Chad. I was just wondering when you guys are having a wet T-shirt contest.
Oh, God. We got to have a wet T-shirt contest.
We got our first entrant right here.
We got our first entrant right here.
Nice.
Yeah, we'd love to have a wet T-shirt contest.
Do it over Facebook Live.
When's it going to be?
We don't know yet. We gotta get something put together. You know.
Nice.
Hey, Chad, would I win?
You would. I know her. She would.
We need to. Well, Melissa, you need to organize this then. What do you think?
We can do this.
Okay. You are kind of like the marketing person here, so.
Right.
Yeah. So.
I know the perfect music lineup for it.
Yeah.
The bar I used to go to in Kent years and years ago used to have one on Sunday nights.
Yeah.
And it was always funny because it was like you'd pay $3 to sit on the stage and to be a little closer to it.
Right.
And that would be part of the pot that they would use to pay out the winners.
Mm-hmm.
Because 100 came in first, 50 if you were second, 25 if you were third. And then they would have to lock the door. They couldn't let anybody else in because 99% of the time the T-shirts never stayed on. The shout was skin to win.
Wet skin contest.
No,
I love it.
It was skin to win. It was the thing, and
Skin to win.
they didn't mind. They're like, if the tops are fine, but if you start dropping your bottoms, then we got to kind of disqualify you because that's a little bit over the top.
I always wanted to open a bar where the girls wore nothing but pasties behind the bar. I mean, they have to wear a skirt, skirt, but they can wear just pasties on top. It's legal.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, it's legal in Ohio to. You can serve alcohol and have topless women.
That's it, Yeah. But I just put some pasties on. They could be bartenders.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good thing.
You can't take drinks back there, though. They stopped that.
Yeah. What? Even with pasties?
Call it some kind of strip club.
Yeah.
No, seriously, they did.
Yeah.
Because you get bars in Cleveland that are the nude ones,
Yeah.
the top and bottom naked, are no booze, but the topless ones you can have booze.
Really? Up in Cleveland? Well, I need to go to there because I need to see some titties.
Yeah. Topless, and that's
because it's all for
it's all for a good cause.
Well, no, what it is for, it's for research purposes.
Yeah.
If we're actually going to do something like that, I can write it off as a research business trip.
Meals and entertainment. Yeah.
And actually, meals and entertainment you can't even use that anymore in your taxes. The law has changed, so I can't do meals and entertainment like that anymore. But no, I could use it for like a research and development type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, it's research and development plan.
Because you remember the bar that used to be open on Britain Road was called Ecstasy.
Oh, I remember that place.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, well,
that's what I was talking about.
Well, see, back then when Ecstasy was open, you
once.
couldn't have it had to be bikini on the Akron side with booze.
Right.
And then they could be nude in Talmadge because they couldn't serve liquor, but there was nothing in Talmadge's charter that said that they couldn't have nude dancing.
Ecstasy.
Right, that's what I was talking about.
I had a bra below me there once.
But they're
barf right now.
But that was the thing, is the way the bar was built.
It was the bartender chick. It wasn't one of the dancers. It was the girl tending bar.
I used to deliver pizzas over there all the time when I was in college.
Yeah.
But that was
easy on the eyes.
Oh, she was gorgeous. Oh my God.
And that
never saw her again after that, though. It was a great hour and a half of my life that lasted about 8 seconds.
Because do you remember when Talmadge used to be a dry town?
Oh yes.
Because you couldn't buy beer in the gas stations, grocery store, couldn't have bars or nothing. That was the reason why when the guy opened up Ecstasy, half of it was in Akron, so he could serve booze, but they had to have top and bottom covered.
Mm-hmm.
But then but the side that was in Talmadge, the way their city charter was, you couldn't have booze if you were within a mile of a church or a school.
Right.
Everything in Talmadge is within a mile of a church or a school.
Pretty much.
So when the guy opened up the nude, they tried shutting him down and passed him something, but he had already been grandfathered in.
Right.
So that's why he opened it up that way. But I've been to bars up in Cleveland, like Brook Park Road area. They're topless and serve booze. But then the totally nude ones...
No, you can't have booze and
nudity. You can't have booze and
anything that shows the crotch, you can't have nudity. I mean, that's just... anything that has a crotch, and you can't serve booze.
But if you go into some of the bigger cities, the nude clubs, they can still serve booze.
Right.
It's a city-by-city thing.
It's state by state, city by city.
Yeah, state by state thing.
Yeah, because it depends where you're at. But, I mean, around here, I mean, you don't see much of that shit anymore.
No.
I mean, I remember back in the day, I mean... This is 20 years ago. We used to go down to the old Nest in Norton, and they used to serve booze, and they used to get naked down there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I used to drink beer and watch girls play with their twats.
Yeah.
I mean, just what it is.
Boy, she could pick that dollar bill up off the stage with her.
I watched a girl smoke a cigarette through her pussy.
Stop it.
No joke.
Oh, my God.
True story. True story. Let's take a break, and we'll come back, and I'll finish discussing with everybody.
Yeah.
All right, you're listening to, as soon as I can find my button, you're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on the SKO Radio Network. We'll be right back.
We just completed the final shot from our final episode. And this will be the last time I put on the uniform of Captain Kirk. I want to thank all of you supporters, friends, family, people enthusiastic about what we have done at Star Trek Continues. We certainly have been inspired and energized by your love and your support and your kindness towards our production. So from all of us here at Star Trek Continues, we wish you the very best. May the wind be ever at your backs, and live long and prosper, each and every one of you. God bless you.
You are listening to the Some Kind of Radio Show here on the SKO Radio Network. Call now. The number's 330-871-4422. Again, that's 330-871-4422. Now here's Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
All right, 11:41 here on Some Kind of Radio Show here at the SKO Radio Network. 11:41 on the East Coast. 8:41 on the West Coast. So we are here live for another 19 minutes. We're going to be still talking about anything and everything, of course, as always on this show. That's why it's called Some Kind of Radio Show. You never know what we're going to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Because we may have a topic in mind, but we don't sometimes ever cover it half the time. So tonight's salute, of course, was Star Trek Continues. We played various clips of that show, fan film series. You know, and of course, like I said, Star Trek fan films are basically no more as far as like full-on productions, which is a shame. You know, really is a shame because a lot of talented folks dedicate a lot of hours and time.
Gene Roddenberry's probably rolling over in his grave.
Oh God! I mean, the people that made these, like Star Trek Continues, for example, did a stellar job of continuing Gene Roddenberry's vision of what Star Trek is, and it's a shame they can't do it no more because they did a great job. A lot of them did. I mean, and just it's what it is just one bad egg ruined it for everybody, and that's what happened. You know, it takes one bad thing or one bad person or company or whatever the hell to ruin it for everybody, and that's what happened in a lot of the Star Trek fan films case, because Star Trek fan films were really starting to really surge about the time, was Continues and New Voyages and, Horizon and a lot of the ones out there, and just a lot of great products put together, and they basically said, nope, we're going to sue you if you do it, and there's only so much money they're allowed to raise now, and they have to be, 15 minutes now, Adam? I think it's 15 or 20 minutes tops is all they're allowed to do.
15 minutes tops. And you can't necessarily have Star Trek in the title itself. It has to be called blah blah blah, and then subtext a Star Trek fan production.
Right. And all you can do a 15, and you can't do a continuing series. It has to be a one-off story, and you can only use the characters one time. You know, and you can't do a series, or you can't do a what Star Trek Continue did, or anything like that. You can't use any of the original characters that was created by Paramount and CBS.
Here'd be a thing then. You said about a 15-minute length.
Yeah.
Wonder if they could do an adult film then for Star Trek.
They already have.
They already have?
Yeah,
there's quite a few out there.
Yeah, there's a number of them out there. Yeah. Star Trek, there's a Next Generation one, too. You'd probably like it. The only one that doesn't get laid in is Captain Picard.
Oh. Well, he's too old anyway.
Well, the actor did it he's actually a actor, just did it for the acting part.
Yeah.
He didn't know anything to do with the sex or nothing. He just wanted to do the acting. And if you ever check it out, you'll see what I mean. It wasn't a bad porno, but it wasn't good either.
You look at that show. I mean, if you go Next Generation, Riker was always getting laid because he was boning Counselor Troy. You knew that.
Oh yeah.
And then he boned the female leader of that one planet they landed on. Where the women.
He got more ass than Picard did.
Oh yeah.
Picard got laid a couple times, but
yeah. But then you look at some of the other ones. I mean, obviously, Dad is not going to get laid.
He got laid once.
He did.
He boned Tasha Yar.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was his only time.
Fully functional.
He was
fully functional.
He's a fully functional android.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a one-time thing. I'm not talking, but hell, Wesley Crusher is probably getting laid. But I mean, for all you knew, I mean, young, but
yeah, well.
But then you look at, Geordie LaForge. I mean, hell,
he kept striking out.
Yeah.
He kept striking out.
And then for him, he didn't have to have standards. Well, fucker couldn't see details in his details in women
here's the
with
thing.
the visor.
He was probably going to go down on some broad, and his visor kept getting knocked off. I'm not much of a porn connoisseur.
Pants on fire.
Dying, you're breathing.
I love porn, okay?
I love porn.
And Melissa loves porn.
I absolutely love porn.
Melissa loves porn.
I will watch porn and eat dinner.
That I'm shocked at. I'm not being judgmental, but I don't know any women who like that stuff.
Well, Melissa does.
I do. I love it.
Well, Melissa loves porn.
Ellie, you knew one gal I had that I dated for like a year and a half. We dated like 6 months, and then I had her move in. She recorded us and uploaded it to the site. That
if you see Tony's ass in porn, look out.
Yeah, that would never happen here. Even if Richie was still alive, never. He tried doing that shit, I would smash a camera. No.
I'd like to, okay, say if the situation was right for me, I'd like to do a, fun. I wouldn't want to put it out there, but I'd do it. I'd film it one time. I wouldn't want to put it out for the world to see, but
yeah. No, Rachel was an adventurous kind of girl.
Yeah.
We go walking through Towner's Woods. Hey, there's nobody around.
See, here's the thing. I'm adventurous as hell.
Yeah.
But I don't live any adventure anymore. Let's just put it that way. I'm adventurous. I don't have adventure. I mean, it's just my life, you know.
Well, doesn't that happen when you become a family man?
Yeah, but I mean, there's no adventure there.
It depends on who you're with, I think.
Yeah, I think it depends on who you're with.
Absolutely.
It really depends who you're with. I mean, in all honesty, it really does. It just depends who you're with. The right chemistry. You got to have the right chemistry in and out of the bedroom. And you got to have, and what you got to start with, you got to have a good solid friendship first, period. You got to have that. If you don't have that, you have nothing. And then you got to have the attraction, which has got to be there. If you don't have that, you got nothing. You got to have all the pieces in the place, and that's just, you don't find that anymore. You rarely ever do. And it's just a fact of life. But
if I can add to that, you should definitely have matched libidos.
Oh yes, yeah. Now I know how my libido is, and yeah. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to rock and roll anytime. You kidding me? Anytime.
Oh yeah.
Anytime. Hell yeah. Who gives a shit? I'm ready to party.
Oh yeah.
Get the drinks out. And you know what? Here's the thing. You're speaking of that too. You got to have that level of romance too. There's got to be a certain level of that every now and then. You can't just have the wham bam thank you ma'ams either. You gotta have that level of romance in there too. You got a little wine, little dine.
There's a difference between romance and sex.
Well, it can go hand in hand.
You can lead up to it, but
sure.
Romance is different.
Well, you got to have a little bit of, you got to, if you're doing it right, you got to have the romance stuff too included. Now, if you're wrong, sometimes you just get that like raw, oh my God, you're horny as hell, and you just want to go for it moments, that's all.
That's not romance.
No, this is the opposite side of the coin.
It's not romance. A lot of guys are pissed off with romance because of all that goes into it.
Here's the thing. I think I've lost a little bit of my romantic attitude. And, I mean, I don't know if it's just because of 15 years of marriage, but I still think it's important, in a lot of ways. I don't know. Here's the thing. I mean, I'm not going to get into my personal life right now, but you got to have that spark, and it's got to be there.
There was a lot of sparks coming off that ring you bought your wife.
She bought that.
Does that count for anything?
Wait a minute. No. She bought that. No, don't.
She said you
No,
bought her that. She put it on Facebook and everything. And
Let
I
me-
said, oh, that was so sweet of her.
Let me tell you this. Okay, she went and bought that. Okay, it's cubic zirconium. It's not even real, or whatever the hell that shit's called. I think it cost.
That doesn't matter.
I think it cost her $26.
That doesn't matter. Mine cost $2.
I
Wait a
know.
minute, $3. I'm sorry, $3.
But
Oh,
but I didn't buy it. I mean, she told everybody I bought it, trying to make me look good. No, I didn't buy it for her. She picked it out. She bought it. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. That's what she did, and that's okay. I bought myself an Indian's coat.
Goddamn, go to Wish and buy her something.
Why?
It doesn't take a lot.
No. She can buy her own
Did
shit.
you get her anything for Mother's Day?
Only thing she wanted for Mother's Day was a swift kick in the... No. She told me she didn't want anything for Mother's Day from me. She wanted the kids to get her something, which I said, that's fine. So I think my kids are doing something for her. She don't...
Gotta get her something or whatever. She gave you two gorgeous kids, Earl. They may be pains in the asses at times, but they are gifts. Especially what her body went through. You should be on your knees thanking her.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well,
You went silent for that.
I'm just saying. No,
Try pushing two of those things out of your penis. That's not going to be fun.
Well, Deb, they fell right out of Deb. She's got a huge hole. So I mean, I don't know.
No, my sister's coming up this weekend, and hopefully where we go Sunday.
I'm just picking on her.
Hopefully where we're going to take Mom on Sunday. Hopefully they won't kick us out.
Hey, buddy.
We got to find new restaurants because Ellie, my mom passed away in 2001, but one of her last wishes was she got cremated. She still wanted to go to dinner, so we usually we found this one chain Italian restaurant it's not the Garden. If you get my drifts, there's another higher scale one. One of the first years we went out, that we decided to all get together and go to the chain, we brought Mom with us, set her right in the middle of the table, set her urn there. And they asked us not to, and I'm like, well, it was her wish. She still wanted to be at Mother's Day with everybody. Well, we went to a different location, and they were like, yeah, that's no problem. We weren't the only ones that were there that brought Mom to Mother's Day dinner.
Right.
So...
Tony, would you wear a necklace if it's hidden inside your shirt? Because they have these necklaces that you could take a little bit of the ashes and put it in the necklace, and it would still be the same thing. You're still taking her with you. Only it's in your shirt. They can't say nothing. They're not even going to see it.
Well,
some of these things are really pretty.
Well, the only problem is my mom's urn's welded shut.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Sorry, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, my mom was cremated too.
Yeah.
Hers was welded shut. Then we buried the urn because she wanted to be buried with my dad. Well, her original wish was not to be cremated, but she didn't have the insurance money.
Yeah.
And I couldn't afford to pay the $6,000 or $7,000 at the time to do. Plus, we were out of state.
Yeah.
We were in Kansas when she passed away, and she wanted to be buried in Ohio. Well, the fortune it would cost to transport a body from Kansas to Ohio is ridiculous. Because then you have to have an undertaker accompany her.
Yeah, because you can't exactly throw a body in a FedEx box.
No, you have to take her in a refrigerated vehicle.
Yep.
And you have to pay for that vehicle plus the ice, to keep the vehicle cold. It's like a dry ice type of thing or whatever. Then you got to actually have someone that is certified to transport with the body.
Yep, all the way back.
And then you have to pay for their transportation back to the state of where they're coming from.
Yep.
And then it would have cost me probably $15,000
just to ship the body back.
Just to ship her.
Yeah, well, it was like when my grandma passed away.
You know,
she didn't have any insurance, and she left it all on her grandkids.
Well,
she wanted this big production. Fortunately, the funeral home knew that she was kind of cash strapped.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't charge us for the service because they've been a fan. Well, then she wanted a burial, and she got cremated.
Yeah.
Hey, tell you, Grandma, when you leave all the cash thing on us, we're making your final decision.
Well, it's the thing, my mom, before because she had brain cancer. Okay, so she lost her. She had a case of dementia kick in really quickly. When she got diagnosed, she immediately told me, they told her, you don't have long. And we basically talked to her, and she was telling me all what she wanted. And I was like, well, how much insurance do you get? She had a $2,000 policy, which ain't enough to do shit.
That's barely enough to fire her up and throw her in a...
that barely was enough to cover her cremation.
Yeah.
And I think I got maybe $300 left out of that. And then I had to use that to open up the mini plot that, when I got back to Ohio with her. And I still had to put about $600 out of pocket. Then they had to engrave the date, her death date into this, it's already there in the tombstone. And
I mean, with my grandma, it's just like my cousins Joe and Jim have her urn.
Yeah.
But thankfully the funeral home knew cash straps, so they cut us a deal on the service.
We had to go very strapped on this whole thing because she had nothing planned. I mean, she told me what she wanted.
Yeah.
But she never had anything planned and laid out. So I mean, it's like I said, well, here's what I told her. I said, hey, here's what I got to do, and she goes, well, I understand. I says, and they wouldn't let me. I couldn't get her back to Ohio.
Yeah.
And put her anywhere, and it would probably been a little easier while she was living, but she couldn't travel. They wouldn't let her travel because she was so sick.
Yeah, I mean.
And I didn't want her dying in the car. I mean, she was on constant.
You don't want no National Lampoon's Vacation going on.
Well, she was on morphine in the last 4 weeks. Then the last 2 weeks of she was alive, she was freaking vegetable. I mean, really, she was just looked at you. I mean, she couldn't do nothing. And all you can do is keep feeding her the morphine, and because she stopped eating, stopped drinking, because all we did was give her comfort care at the end.
Yeah,
that's it. I mean, that's all she wanted. She basically said, "Hey, look," because we had to do a living will with her when she got sick, And I said, "What do you want?" She basically said, "No, just give me comfort care. Just keep me comfortable." And that's what we did. We did comfort care. We didn't do anything extraordinary measures with her, because there was no chance. I mean, basically the doctor said it's too far gone. You can't do anything. It's that advanced. You can't do anything. It is what it is. And doctors gave her 6 months. She lasted 23 days. That was it. Yeah, I just remember, it's like when we were trying to deal with things with my grandma, and it's like, you always want to respect somebody's last wishes if you can, but when you couldn't, I mean, what are you going to do?
A lot of her extended family, thought everything was kind of, we grandkids kind of knew what was going on because we were the ones paying for everything.
Right.
Because, her siblings that were still alive and her cousins and whatnot that were still living and didn't. I mean, hell, we were at the burial park. They had a quote-unquote funeral for her, but they have, up there, they've got, one general casket that they use if you're trying to have a faux burial, but they're not being buried. So,
just a showing.
Yeah, just a showing. And, her family paid for a little tombstone here, and, and it's marked, but then, and then, of course, they just move it around some more. So they think she's buried.
Mm-hmm.
They're going there and talking to her, and they're talking to a piece of slate.
Yeah.
So...
It is what it is.
And it's like there's a bunch of them.
The only wish I was able to grant her out of all, I was able to put her with my dad. I mean, they were able to open up a small hole. Basically, they set it right on top of where my dad is.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing we could do. I mean, that's the only thing we could do. I mean, out of everything, it's like they said, well, you can bury the urn if you really want to.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, fine, that's what we'll do, and that's what we did.
Yeah, bear everything, and it's just like, that's why you go to some of these cemeteries or graveyards, and you just see them, they look like they're awfully, really close together, because they're not, they don't bury people flat anymore like this. They don't lay the casket down.
Mm-hmm.
They'll show it's going down like this, but when they do, they bury them upright like this now, because they gotta conserve space.
All right.
So.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what.
What a fun topic to end on.
What a fun topic to end on. Yeah, we covered it all night. Sex to death.
Yeah.
But, and Star Trek and other things. But, well, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank our panel here tonight. Of course, Tony the Comedy Killer being with us. Ben, as always, when he was here. Melissa, thank you for joining us tonight.
Absolutely, anytime.
And, I want to thank our callers, of course, and Airwolf, Adam, and Ellie, of course, being on the phone with us tonight. And we're going to get off here until next week, and we'll be back next Friday night at 8 p.m. with another fan film salute. I don't know what that film salute is going to be yet, but we will figure it out here, and we'll announce that later in the week. But until next Friday night, Some Kind of Radio Show is going to sign off. Our next show will be Ham Radio Heaven tomorrow afternoon from 12 to 1 with Pat Morrow. Then we have Game Jam with Casey from 3 to 7. And then Sunday, of course, there's no shows. It's all music. And then Monday, we'll kick back off into the rotation with Ben and Friends on Monday night. So we'll be back with ourselves here Friday. And everyone have a good night. And we'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.
Okay, bye, guys.